Yes, I
Ahoy! I'm the
consent.
comic hunter, also known as just Hunter.
Jesus Christ, you made that so quick.
I'm Comic Boy or Tyler. I don't.
Hi,
I was so
I'm
confused on who I was.
I'm at Demon in a Bottle. Please follow me because I've lost 30 followers.
Demon in a
I'm
bottle.
at Demon in a Bottle. My name is
Yeah,
Harper, formerly
yeah,
known
yeah.
as Comic Rebirth.
Isn't Demon
the
in a
artist
Bottle?
formerly known as Comic Rebirth.
Welcome to Hero Story. This is a podcast all about comic books and superheroes. History of the Flash is usually with us, but he's gone missing.
He's fucking
If
dead.
you've seen the location of an Italian man, check your latest comic stores. The ones that they have the Venom posters on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Could
or
be
or any stores with M&M posters.
any M&M posters. He could be attracted to those. If you
The scent of cannolis, like
Jeff Johns.
Jeff Johns. If you just be like, "Hey, Jeff Johns is signing comics over here," then give it like
He'll
2
appear.
minutes and he might appear.
He'll come through he'll come through your mirror like Mirror Master.
Jeff Johns is writing Venom. What? So,
he just joins the call.
Holy
yeah,
shit, that would be his dream.
it's like the comic. Yeah, the comic. Oh, I thought you meant the movie. So yeah, this is the comic book podcast where Demon in a Bottle is joining us this week.
Hi guys, I'm really excited to be
A new guest.
I'm such a big fan. Like I don't know if I've told you guys this before. I've listened since the very 60th episode. I've been there since the beginning.
You really have since the beginning. Yeah. Why'd you change your name? Out of curiosity.
I don't know, because Comic Rebirth sucked, but Demon in a Bottle's not that much better. Yeah, I'll be honest. I did Demon in a Bottle because I was surprised that it wasn't taken. It's funny. There is an account with 20 followers that is Demon in a Bottle, but with all the full stops between the words. And I was like, why wouldn't you just take the name when you could get it? Like, it's there. Well, fair enough.
Then you'll take it. All right, fair enough. I mean
I mean, I've got it right there.
Yeah, there's the drunk man in a comic.
Selling on eBay for a couple points less for 200 more than I got it for.
Do you stare at that like it's a mirror? Because it's a shot of him looking in the mirror. So
yeah,
you can look at it
sit there.
and you're like, it's me.
Kinda, yeah.
I mean, yeah, those late nights.
Yeah.
You have your bottle of Sprite.
Sprite. I got my coffee. That's my addiction is caffeine, and I'm just bugging out.
That's why you changed your name to. You should have been
Hey, look,
Demon in a Mug.
Hey, here's a hint for next week's show.
I like how this was just such a shitty hint as well.
Yeah,
good job.
I don't.
You could just say what you need. Now we should just say it.
What should say what?
What were you hinting at?
No, that's the hint for next week.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that was.
I do.
Yeah, he knows.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never.
This is a podcast. This is a podcast that we are recording for people to listen to, and we have done.
They listen to anything at this point, though. Have you heard the last episode?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, actually, also we called it. People liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Speaking of the last episode, we did a little contest last week. Thank God I remembered where we JD had it, so we can't really show it here, but he has a frame that was sent out to us by a company. We're sponsored to
Crafty Comics. I should also add we made the contest, make sure you're following a hero story and say whatever book. Probably follow Crafty Comics as well. I mean, it's not going to help your chances because we're about to redo one, but definitely follow them because they're very kind.
Definitely support Crafty Comics. Just follow them in general because they make some cool stuff.
They do make some very cool shit, but we got the frame and then we were like, all right, fuck off out of here. This is ours now. We didn't even mention hey, maybe you should follow the people who sent this to us.
We're new to this, all right. We're very new to this.
No sponsors, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it's been 140 something episodes.
Due to the whole sponsor thing. So we have a CGP frame that we're going to send out to one of you guys that'll be announced right away here, and then you could put any comic you want in there, have it on display. It looks really cool, and I'm going to announce the winner now. So you had to comment on our YouTube video. I wrote them all down. I put on a spin wheel. So I don't know if Harper and Tyler will hear this, but I hear a spinning sound effect.
No,
that's
I hear
way
nothing.
too loud. Not right now, but I'm about to. So
Oh, okay.
let's see who wins.
Audio listeners would probably hear it though, right?
Yeah, they definitely do.
Their ears are being melted at the moment.
All right, the winner. Jeez.
Oh my god, I could hear that. I could
can hear that as
legitimately
well.
hear that. That is loud.
The winner.
You're gonna have to fix that audio.
Jesus.
Yeah, I will.
Christ.
Or I won't. The winner is Ronald McDonald.
What? The Ronald McDonald.
I'm trying to find his comments.
Yeah, I'm looking for the.
Yeah, okay, Ronald McDonald on YouTube.
you
Your profile
kidding me?
picture is the green arrow. Your comment
Oh, I
was
see him. Yeah.
any comic frame. Amazing Spider-Man issue 654 all the way. Agent Venom being my first intro to the comics as well as my favorite character. It's an easy choice for the first appearance of Agent Venom to be framed in its glory. Also, congrats on 3 years. Thank you, Ronald
That's a good. He
McDonald.
gave a very good
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
But like,
Who
is
would've
his
thought we'd
name
have
really
him?
Ronald McDonald?
Who would have thought we'd have Ronald McDonald listening to the podcast?
His real name.
That's his YouTube name, so that just popped up on my
Oh
screen.
wow, that's incredible.
So
Ronald
It's
McDonald.
just the
has
winner is
won.
Ron. I just love that Tyler just like collapsed to the side with laughter.
It's
I was
funny.
like, it's Ronald McDonald. Tyler's like, what the fuck?
Because any other name would have been nothing.
Yeah.
But Ronald McDonald is good.
So thank you, Ronald McDonald. We'll be messaging you and
Wow.
get your information so we can ship out this frame to you by Crafty Comics, and hopefully you'll get it pretty soon. JD will be sending it out, so he might be the one to message you. And you'll
Oh,
be
he's gonna take a while.
if we could find them. We have Venom posters everywhere, so hopefully
Yeah.
hopefully you could follow the breadcrumbs of Venom posters and like
The breadcrumbs?
The bread.
Jesus Christ.
Harper, you like screwed up your mic there. I am so sorry for the guy who climbs and listens to the podcast. Like, no. He's like rock climbing. Just,
Yeah, he just fell.
yeah, he just
We definitely just caused another car crash as well.
yeah, 100%.
Oh my goodness.
That guy who showers and listens to us is just like panicking right now.
Well, he's
Yeah, he's
panicking
like,
because
my
his
dad
dad
isn't
just
listening.
walked in to take another shit. Oh my god.
We have the
The
best
bread
listeners.
comes. That's incredible. How do you fuck that up so bad? You removed like so many. So that's like half of the word.
Anyways, on to the regular episode. This week's comics that we'll be reviewing later after the news are the Amazing Spider-Man number 67. I was gonna
Red cum issue 1.
There's Batman Catwoman, but before we recorded, Harper said it was called Batman versus Catwoman, and I thought that was funnier.
Yeah, I was like Batman versus Catwoman or whatever.
We're reviewing Batman, I think it's 109, Green Lanterns number 3, and we all read a new comic that came out by James Tynion, that's the pronunciation, called
Indian
The
time,
Nice
yeah.
House on the Lake.
and my boy Alvaro Martinez, my
Mhm.
boy.
Harper's boy.
Get that stretch in, yeah.
Yeah, get that stretch in, boy.
It's a- it's
what
a
about
horror-
Iron Man Annual 1?
and
forgetting
Iron Man.
Iron Man Annual 1.
It's not real.
It's real. It's real.
So yeah, those are the comics we'll be reviewing later on. Until then, we're doing the news of the week, starting with there was a lot of Spider-Man rumors this week that didn't happen.
Were
Apparently
there
the
more
trailer was
ones?
coming out.
Oh, the trailer. Oh yeah. Well,
Also,
disappointing.
friend of the podcast, Caleb, sent me a
Hey, what's up, guys? What's
me-
fucking?
an exclusive leak at
No, it did not.
yeah, at like 10 p.m. at night the other day. He said, "Bro, this is wild." And I'm like, "What's the source?" He says, "I don't know, some random Twitter person that recommended to my personal Twitter." And I'm like, "Oh, so essentially the source is trust me, bro." And he says, "Yeah, Hunter, I'm so high right now, and this sounds so cool." So thought maybe that's one leak.
That's
Essentially,
the news of the week.
essentially, this leak says that Ned is gonna die in this movie, and
that's what he's excited for.
Yeah,
Ned
I
is
don't
apparently
like
gonna
him
die,
Oh.
and Toby is apparently gonna die.
I did hear the
Toby
Toby-
Andrew.
Well,
Oh fuck! I
I did-
hope so. Oh my god! I
did
would
see
die a
these
happy
leaks.
man if Toby Maguire died. Like, not the real life actor. The character.
I did see these leaks, and there was.
I meant the character Toby Maguire's Spider-Man. I'm not wishing death upon the actor Toby Maguire. Let me just clarify that.
Out of the
immediately.
context.
I'm so sorry. It's just me turning around going, God, I wish Toby Maguire would die. That's not what I meant. Not what I meant. Fuck. Anyway,
What were you
I
saying?
might have to
Harper?
click. Might have to click.
I don't know if you guys frequent this subreddit. It's called Marvel Studios Spoilers, and that's
Yeah.
where you get all the
all
yes.
the time. Yeah.
So they had the Spider-Man, what you just said. They had a whole plot leak there, and there was a lot of people saying that it really sounded stupid. So
This sounds like
I
it,
guess people
yeah.
were disappointed.
It also apparently ends with Andrew staying in the MCU with Tom, which is
That's
that's
weird.
the thing that's like, what?
Well, there's also a million rumors that like either both of them or one of them being Andrew and Toby, will be in Multiverse of Madness, which is very interesting. I think,
That'd be
but
cool.
we have no idea.
Oh well, no, that one's almost confirmed because it was Bruce Campbell, and he said, "Hey, had a really great day in New York, reuniting with a certain actor working under a certain director for a certain movie." And
It's
it's
gonna
like,
been like,
who else is that going to be?
yeah, okay, that's
Who else did he work with in the Raimi movies? It
Yeah, I
was
was
just
like-
Tobey Maguire.
J.K. Simmons. But why would
No.
Jonah be in Doctor Strange?
Yeah,
They
exactly.
bring back
Like,
Harry Osborn.
It has to be, unless it's just Bruce Campbell fucking around, which it could
Yeah.
be. I mean,
Interesting.
Famously.
like,
I mean, do you also have the Sinister Six rumors there?
Yeah. So the Sinister Six.
Silly rumors.
Yeah, they are strange. It is. Let's see if I can find.
no, this is for Spider-Man 3.
So it's Green Goblin, Doctor Octopus, Sandman from the Raimiverse, Lizard, and Electro. And those are from
Why
the
is-
Lizard and Electro.
So
from
like a
Andrew's movies.
multiversal Sinister Six.
Yeah,
Is the
why
Why
is
is
idea.
I'm like,
that?
that's
Why is that?
strange.
Why is that shocking?
It's just
though?
fun.
if
It's
all
just
the-
like-
if all-
And
They built
apparently,
up. What happened to Scorpion? What happened to Vulture? What happened to the
they've
characters
trying
they
to.
built up
They've been
in these
trying to do
movies?
the Sinister Six for so fucking long.
And I
So
thought
the
they were
fact that
gonna
they're
do
just-
it like in the MCU.
No, they
Remember, you remember the first post-credit scene of Homecoming?
yeah,
Scorpion is
Scorpions,
there.
Yeah.
And then they also have the Prowler they set up, and
Yep.
all these characters we're just not going to see again.
And then
I'm sure
Prowler
we'll see
became
them
Orlando.
again, especially if Tom really is going to be playing
it's
Spider-Man.
Donald
until he
Glover,
can't walk
too.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome in general.
Yeah.
But I can see them saving it for another time.
Well, probably when we get the Miles movie.
Green
eventually.
Goblin is apparently going to be same Green Goblin from the Raimiverse, but it's going to be like
I heard it was MCU,
Don't know.
Norman.
it's MCU, but it's still Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you said the same Green Goblin from the Raimi verse.
Yeah,
He's like a real human
Quite
being.
my God,
literally
that-
just said the opposite.
Last week you said Stanley didn't create Eminem. Okay.
Well, yes,
That's-
but I'm not
he's
wrong. Is the
got a
thing. You
great
were.
point. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fair
it's,
enough.
it's a good point again.
No, yeah.
I'm just sitting on the outside of this marital dispute, but I see both sides of the argument.
It's like, oh, yeah, good point, good point.
That's a good-
Yeah,
that's a good
those
one.
are the main like Spider-Man rumors that happened. But the trailer didn't come out. The rumor was June 1st. Now the rumor's June 10th. Apparently, movie theaters do have it.
I did
That's-
see that as
That's
well.
been confirmed
June
by
10th
like
is a week from today.
yeah.
so-
So June 10th is the next.
excited, I
big
guess.
thing. Yeah, maybe
Oh,
we'll talk
it's
about it
because
next week.
it's because something comes out and
Oh,
Peter Rabbit,
Peter
Peter Rabbit.
Yeah, Peter Rabbit.
Peter
too.
Rabbit too. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That movie probably does need the promotion. doesn't it?
Dude,
Although I did see Peter Rabbit 1 in cinemas, so
I
How was it?
saw-
Give us your review.
it was actually fine. It was
It's just
actually
fine.
It was
It was
fine.
complete. No, but you would expect it to be terrible, but it was actually completely fine. And that's coming from me, who thinks James Corden like fucking sucks these days. But anyway,
Okay.
When was the last
Thanks,
time
man.
you saw the Marvel Studios logo on a big screen? It was Far From Home, right?
Yeah. No.
Because
yes.
when I went to go see Cruella, which I did see this week, they played that. They released that Marvel.
I like how
Marvel
you start
welcomes you back to
smiling after
theaters.
saying that.
Hmm.
It's like
Yeah.
I did see
I
Cruella.
did
this
see
week.
Cruella. Well, I had to unleash my inner girl boss. But what I was gonna say is they
Nice.
played that Marvel welcomes you back to the theaters thing.
Mhm.
They have all
Oh,
the
that's
clips
cool.
of it. And it actually, I was like, I could leave the theater now. Like, it was worth it just
Yeah,
to see that entire
yeah.
thing on a screen.
It's magic.
Just
It
all the
was magic.
announcements.
It was genuinely magic. Yeah,
And-
like
and the
Fantastic
four at
Four
the
and No
end,
Way
yeah.
Home. Yeah, oh, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy when you see that stuff in cinemas because it feels far more real. Like when we
Mhm.
see that stuff online, it's just like it feels like it's being
Yeah.
sent directly to us. But when you see it, you're like, oh man, there's people who aren't like constantly looking at the internet for news that are seeing this and
Well-
like, oh, that's a thing that's coming.
Well, when I
out."
saw Cruella, it was me and two old women, so I'm sure they were really excited.
That's awesome.
I'm sure they were very excited.
Doctor
for Guardians of the
Strange
Galaxy Volume
sequel.
3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I would
Well,
say
even
let's
then-
go and see it
I
when
think
it
what they
comes out,
said
but we're
after
both dying.
after it finished, I think what they said was they're really throwing everything in the kitchen sink into these movies, aren't they?
That's not even the
I
phrase
know,
either.
that's what they said.
Throwing
even then,
every
Don't critique
in the
me,
kitchen
critique them.
sink.
Like
As
that,
if the movie is the kitchen sink. And
when that video came out, I watched it and I was excited, but then I showed my dad like a week later. I'm like, look, these are all the stuff coming out. And
Said, "Move out,
watching
get out of
it,
the
I
house
was
now."
like, well, this is real. I felt more
Is that what
hype
he
watching
said, or
it
did he
again.
s-
No, that's
did
what
he
I said.
say, he's no good to me, Dad.
Yeah, I
Because
did say that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
He
That
did.
video in
It
general,
doesn't-
Marvel welcomes you back to the theaters. That's like, I like that.
It's
What did
good.
he say? Put Captain Solo in the cargo hold.
I've been trucking you, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness in theaters. March.
That accent. He's not British. He's from New Zealand.
Yeah, I went a little state. Oh, I have a fun fact for you, Harper. Did you know that Jason Statham, Vin Diesel, and The Rock all have a
Yeah.
contract for Fast and Furious movies that they
I do
cannot
know this.
lose a fight?
I
Oh,
do know
yeah,
this.
I
yes.
actually saw that this week as well.
Part of the contract is that's been around for years,
I
but
didn't
part of
know
that
that.
contract is also that they are like punch for punch. Like one of them
Mhm.
can never
They have to
be
match the punches.
above the other one. Yeah, it's amazing.
So
It's
if
so funny.
There are the talks of crossing over with Jurassic Park. If Vin Diesel is in front of a T-Rex, he has to beat the T-Rex.
He has to win the fight. Yeah. Where did
He
these, where did
can't
these
lose.
talks come from?
That's hilarious. Yeah.
These a real thing?
Yeah. Apparently, a lot of people in Hollywood think it would be good at. It would make like a ton of money.
I think they should just do like Fast and Furious Transformers.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. That,
But
I think
then
that's the
if
next
Vin
step. And
Diesel
just do Michael
He's
Bay.
up
do it.
against like Megatron. He has to win.
Yeah, but he would is the thing.
He can't lose and then come back.
course
He
he
has to
would.
win first round.
Yeah. He'd say some dumb line about like the street always wins or something.
wins. Yeah.
That makes it. There's like
My
no sta-
family, and then all the Autobots roll up.
That's such a.
Imagine
stupid
that.
contract.
That's the shot right there. Is little Vin Diesel in the foreground, and he's doing this, and then all the Autobots roll in.
They have the Avengers theme playing.
Yeah, just for no reason.
Anyways, onto the superhero news.
It's a licensing nightmare.
Thor: Love and Thunder wraps filming, and Chris Hemsworth says the movie is extremely funny yet emotional at times.
What else is he gonna say?
I mean, it's probably the final Thor movie, I'm assuming. So,
With him, at least, they'll probably stick with Jane Foster for a while.
do you think
No,
they'll do
I
that?
don't
Do you think
think
they're
so.
handing the torches like just willy nilly now?
I think they are.
No.
I think
nope,
they are.
I disagree.
Really? What do you think's gonna happen with Jane?
Huh?
What do you
She's
think will
gonna
happen
die
with
of
Jane?
cancer like the real world.
I mean, I think she'll survive the whole movie. I think.
yeah,
the
but then but the post-credit scene is it finally got to her.
Yeah, the whole movie is about her triumphant, like she lives at the end, and then with post credit scene, it's like actually no, she died.
post credit scene is Chris Evans coming out like, "Hi, Captain America here. Cancer is a
Jane-
difficult disease that we
Yeah.
are still
And
combating."
Jane Foster did not survive.
Oh my
was
god!
Unfortunately,
theatrics.
Dr. Foster didn't made it, but that does not mean we should give up hope.
Jane Foster will not return in Avengers 5. You're just like, oh no. Oh no.
So Chris Evans actually all serious in his like Avengers 1 suit. We can still combat this disease by donating to these researchers.
Jesus Christ.
See you next time.
No, but she dies, and then you've got to wait like another 10 minutes for the second post-credit scene,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's when he comes
Which
in.
is just like Korg doing a joke.
Yeah, it's Korg joking about her cancer death.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This movie, I am terrified.
Did you see
for.
his arm?
Yeah, Hemsworth's arm.
Yeah, it looked like a fake arm. Did everyone have that reaction?
Yeah, it looked like it was plastic.
Was it,
like
it's because he's playing. I nearly said he's playing Mortal Kombat. I don't know why. He's playing Hulk. He's playing Hulk Hogan in a biopic, so he needs those Hulk Hogan arms.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Oh.
Chris.
But he's also playing
Oh.
Thor, so it
Yeah, he's also
Yes.
playing Thor.
It's
That's
working
true.
out.
I was thinking the same thing, Hunter. It's like, well, he's also doing that other thing too.
There was a set picture the other
It's
day
absurd.
of it looks like early in the morning of
Look at Korg's drip, though.
yeah, no,
I've
I
been looking for you, Mandalorian. That's what Hunter's
He
dad
does.
says when he wakes him up in the morning.
yeah, it's scary. There's some pictures of Thor in like 80s workout clothes, so it looks
I
like
did
that's
see
probably
that.
gonna be like a montage
I
at
was
the
just
start.
trying to think of
He's
all
also
the
got his.
Boba Fett's
People think I'm not just zooming in on his junk. People think that belt is like Thor's magic belt or whatever.
Oh, from Homecoming. Oh, we got an order for Thor's magic belt or whatever Happy says.
He says something like order for Jabba.
Jabba.
For
Thor's
Jabba
magic
the
belt.
Hutt.
Yeah.
That's
Good movie.
for,
Magic belt in the
Spider-Man
cupboard.
Homecoming. Good movie.
This is a good movie.
You think it's good, Harper? I thought you hated.
Why are you
Spider-Man.
looking at me like that?
'Cause
I
you
like
hate Spider-Man.
Spider-Man Homecoming a lot.
Is that your
a good
favorite
movie.
out of all of them?
Out of all, no, my favorite
Live
live
action
action
one.
Spider-Man movie is the first Amazing Spider-Man, believe it or not.
No, I respect that. That's my second favorite. So we're about to get so much hate because Spider-Man.
Yeah,
fans
probably.
are
It's
terrifying.
like the Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man Homecoming are the ones that I like. So go fucking figure.
Jesus.
Tom Holland's Spider-Man doesn't make me want to shoot myself in the head, unlike half the internet.
Yeah, I don't mind them.
Yeah, I don't
Things
get it
I would
either.
change, but I don't mind them.
It's just nice to see like a superhero that's like a good person, right? Like, are people tired of that?
I mean,
I don't know.
I
Tired
think
of
people
good
are
people
more so
generally.
annoyed about the like.
Hey, comic inaccuracies.
like
Who
a
cares? Go
fan.
home.
Yeah.
Like, just. But you know
Go
what I
far
mean?
from
Just,
home. Come on.
yeah, go far from home. Go. Oh, I'm sorry. There's no way.
I
home.
do wish he had like Harry Osborn and
I think gonna say hairy arms, and I was like, what does that have to do with anything?
that too, but I wish Harry Osborn.
You're one of
was
those guys
around
that's
for
like,
that
he's just a
time.
little boy. He shouldn't be playing Spider-Man.
Oh, those are the worst.
Yeah, it's like, have
As,
you ever read?
even though Tom Holland's like what 25 or something.
Yeah, he's like 20.
He's
yeah.
older than us.
Keep in mind, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, like the first movie, he's a high school student. And stuff.
Yeah, and he's
And
like
he's like
28 or
47.
something like that. Yeah.
And even Flash Thompson looks like that's a man.
that's not a child. Yeah, that is a man.
17-year-old.
Well, that's Joe Manganiello.
but
He's,
he's
looked like
always
a
looked
man
like
since
that.
He was probably 12. Yeah,
Yeah,
He
that might have been
probably
what he
was.
looked like in high
Still,
school.
like I wouldn't want to fight me either. Like no one would. That's a
No
man.
one-
No one
Who
would
are
fight
you?
Your
Who let you
your
in?
Deathstroke in 2 decades time.
Yeah, in one scene.
Yeah, and that's it.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Iron Man League. Harper.
Oh, I don't like Far From Home. There you go. There you go. Not a
I
fan.
like Far From Home for Mysterio. I think he's good.
I liked Mysterio too, but again, the origin story is different, so I get it. Okay, it's fine, but I like the performance.
Mhm.
I actually
Iron
have
Man-
a vial of fucking Mysterio up there somewhere.
He looks
Yeah.
cool.
He does,
Harper,
and he's
you wanna-
well acted.
Very well
But
acted.
Anyway, where were we?
Iron Man, you want to talk about it? The leak?
Oh yeah, there was a Lego set where it was like Tony Stark on fucking Sakaar from
Which is awesome.
Thor Ragnarok, and he's got like a big Sakarian Hulkbuster armor that's like painted in a similar way to Hulk's and
Yeah.
Thor's armor from Thor Ragnarok. So I guess that's going to be an episode of What If.
I like that a lot.
Interesting.
That is a
It
very
looks
cool
cool.
idea.
Just
No,
Tony
just- is it, like-
stranded.
No, Tony stranded on Sakaar sounds fucking incredible. To like, he's basically doing the cave thing again, but like on this weird war planet. But is it gonna be Robert Downey Jr. or not?
Yeah, no, see, that's the thing is that I remember we talked about this once and you said it was, and I just looked it up and he's
Well,
not
like,
on
in
the
the co-
cast list.
Yeah, but in the comments, people were like, "Is he voiced by Robert Downey Jr.?" And they're like, "Yep." And I'm like, I don't think they've
I thought
said though.
They were all coming back for their.
No,
I
but
thought-
no,
I
it was
thought that
everyone
too.
except for Chris Evans and
Chris Evans is
But
Robert Downey Jr. They're not
Yeah,
in
but
What
they've
If.
got to be. They've
They
got to
don't.
be.
They don't have to be. I
It's
mean,
like
now they
Sha-
kind of have to be.
They've
But
got to be. They've got to be.
like Chadwick Boseman is voicing Black Panther, and he's already like all the lines are there for his
yeah, but
episode.
Black Panther
Yeah,
wasn't
li-
supposed
like-
to. He didn't end in Endgame.
Yeah, I don't know. I just mean like the actual cast came
Yeah, but
back.
this is
Yeah,
what-
but
this
this was
is
what they.
what
This is the list they gave,
Oh.
and
Yeah,
Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. are not on it.
That doesn't mean they're not.
Michael
gonna
B.
be
Jordan,
there.
Sebastian Stan, Josh.
I
Yeah, but they
feel
would have
like they
announced
could
that.
be.
Why would they not have announced that?
I don't know. To keep a little surprise for fans.
Oh, what a
Why'd you
surprise!
say it like
Iron
that?
Man's going to be in it.
I don't know.
It's like,
All right,
But
fair
like,
enough.
but fucking Robert Downey Jr. is probably in Black Widow,
Stanley
so it
Tucci's
doesn't
in it.
really matter having a character.
Well, Black Widow for like on the news in a flashback or something.
No. Well, yeah, it's a flashback to it's unused footage from Civil War, but it's still like it's still gonna be him.
He's going to be in the
Like,
cast. It's technically in the
Yeah.
credits. So
Just because he shot it a few years ago doesn't mean it's not like it doesn't exist. So
like what do we?
let's see.
Civil War. So he shot this in like
Also,
what,
like
2014?
it's like this. Hey Robert, yeah. 30 minutes of your time. Yeah, done. Okay, $20 million done.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean?
That is true.
You do it over a fucking Zoom call. There you go, done. Like as if he's not gonna do that.
Ezra
Did
Miller
they
Nightmare.
ask? Like if they had have asked, hey Robert, do this, he would have done it. So
I mean, why
if
would
he's
they
not
not
in
have
it,
asked?
well, that's what I mean. So he has to be in it.
I feel
I
like
don't
for
think he
Robert Downey
has to be
Jr.
in
they'd be
it.
like, "You want to be Iron Man again?" He'd be like, "Well, no, because my character ended off good. But when are we shooting?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like he will.
True.
He loved that role, so I feel like
Yeah, he did. He was very hesitant to leave it.
Mhm.
He didn't want the character to die. And neither did I.
What would you rather happen? Out of curiosity. What would you rather
He,
happen? Him not-
he snaps and he just explodes into bits, but Thanos doesn't die.
He snaps and he
wrong.
does the opposite on accident. All the Avengers
Yeah,
die.
he just fucking kills everyone. He's like, "Oh, Avengers 5," and then it just fades out.
He's like, I
And
didn't
then
know how to use this
Venom
thing.
walks in, and we're all like, "Oh shit!"
Because that's what we'd all be like.
Hey,
Yeah.
no, that's news that we forgot. Did we talk about Aaron Taylor Johnson cast as Craven?
That was last week.
That was last week.
Was
we
it
did,
last
yeah.
week?
We talked about it. Yeah. So we said, well, he's gonna play.
I
the
wasn't on
LL
that
Craven the
episode.
Hunter. Yes, you
I
were.
wasn't. No, I
You
wasn't on that
mentioned it. I
episode.
think you were the one who said, I like this.
Yeah, I did say that, but I wasn't on that episode.
It's true. Comic Rebirth was on that episode.
Fair enough.
That is, yeah, exactly. Fuck.
Avengers Campus opened up as of recording in America somewhere.
Yeah,
I think it was
I
in
saw.
Disney World, maybe.
Something like
Orlando.
that. It looks cool from the
Does
pictures
look
and
cool.
stuff. I like how they're actually giving Spider-Man, like the Spider-Man there to do things, even though it's like obviously fake. Did you see the video of Spider-Man?
Obviously fake. I mean,
Yeah, but
obviously,
I'd
it's
already
obviously
seen
fake.
like behind the scenes of them flipping the dummy and stuff. I remember when they were doing that.
Yeah,
They
it's
were
like, oh
"This
look,
is our
obvious
process."
string, but it still looks cool.
It does look cool.
Yeah.
It looks cooler than like I thought it would.
Yeah, same here. They're gonna have a lot of Avengers just walking around. The Iron Man suit looks awesome too.
What does the Iron Man suit look like?
Did you not see it?
Is it a new Iron Man suit?
Yeah, it is. It looks like a combination of like several.
He's gone feral.
You okay, man?
Yeah.
It's called
I need to trim
Avengers
my beard.
Campus, right? I'll see if I can find
Yeah.
a picture. Avengers Campus.
Oh fuck! I punched my microphone. Fuck! It scared the shit out of me. You'll be able to see that in the recording. I scared the shit out of me.
It probably scared a lot of people listening to.
Oh,
No, I don't
you
think
mean
it
the
made
Iron
a
Man suit they
noise.
have up?
No, like the guy walking. I saw a picture yesterday. Where-
It's not this, is it?
No. No, it's not that. I'll have to find it. There's a picture of like a lot of people together. Dang.
Oh no! Oh, that's better at least, I guess.
This is just a woman.
Wait, this might.
That's not Brie Larson.
They should have did the mask, Captain Marvel.
The eyes are
Spider-Man's
that's,
alright.
That's
the eyes
the
aren't even
Spider-Man
though.
suit.
Look at Hunter.
Do it on his head so it's reflecting on Spider-Man's head. Yeah. Way too big. Oh my god, I knew it.
That's like when his spider sense goes off. In the
Man,
comics,
imagine
they
if
show, like,
Hunter
the
was
half.
Spider-Man.
Imagine.
Imagine if
That'd
oh
be
my God.
awesome. Except you'd hate
Would
me,
you-
Harper.
It's true.
Yeah, I would. I would have
So
to
We'd be talking about how
by
much of a menace
law
he is
hate
on the
you.
podcast.
when
And then
in,
Hunter would be like, "Well, I don't know. I think Spider-Man's kind of great." He'd be like, "He's not. Complete menace."
Oh, fuck
when,
that.
when they announced that Spider-Man was coming to the MCU, I was 16 years old, I think.
That was on my birthday.
17.
Oh, no.
16 or 17.
No, you-
I remember
you
I told
didn't.
my mom, I'm just like, Mom, Spider-Man's coming to Civil War. And she's like, no way. So she did her research on it. And she's like, we should go and you should audition.
Oh,
And I'm like, Mom, why? And she's like, because you got, at the time I was 16, so I had short brown hair. She's like, you could look like Spider-Man. You could audition. Would that be amazing? I'm like, Mom, I'm not an actor.
no, it'd be spectacular, Mom.
And she's like, look, I found where they're doing auditions. I found the exact times and everything.
Imagine
We
those
can go
pictures
do it."
Kevin
existed.
Feige's house.
If those pictures existed, it's like Timothy Chalamet, Charlie Rowe, Asa Butterfield, Tom
Yeah.
Holland.
Yeah.
I
and
remember Asa
Hunter.
Butterfield was the one that was going to make
And,
it, too.
and Hunter.
Mm.
I think Asa Butterfield was Marvel's pick, right? And then Sony
Yeah.
wanted Tom Holland.
I'm glad they went with Tom.
That's very awkward, isn't it? Like Kevin Feige meeting Tom Holland. He's like, oh, I actually wanted the other
You're my
guy.
second choice, but I guess you're gonna lead this franchise.
Yeah, you weird little wax boy.
I wish you died in that hurricane in that movie.
Last bit of live action news is
Or on that
Shazam's
boat
new
with Moby Dick or whatever.
Yeah. Or in that
Shazam
forest with-
suit.
Oh, it
I
looks
like
fine.
it. I like it much
Day or
better.
night.
I think it's much
I
better.
don't see
know some people
much difference.
What?
What?
What? It's
Oh,
like
alright, maybe I haven't seen the old suit in a while. But
I was gonna say the one in the original movie looks like me. Like it makes him look puffy, and he's not puffy.
Shazam
He's
movie.
he's not puffy. He's
Okay, so this is
he's-
the
I have
original
seen
one.
He's
for
big.
myself.
He's not big like this. He's like big like whoa. You know,
He's gonna be fighting the Rock someday, so he kind of has to get. Whoa!
How would you fight a rock?
Did you see the original? Look at this. When they first revealed the suit, this is what it said. It says, "Looks like the lightning bolt is a bit bigger," and
No,
this
it's
is
not.
the image.
It's just so blurry.
There's nothing there.
That's my Shazam.
Also, the lightning bolt was absolutely not bigger whatsoever.
They made the bolt smaller.
It's much smaller.
little
and
more
it's
classic
smaller
looking.
again. It's smaller again in this one.
Yeah, it's a little more classic looking.
I like
suppose,
this
but
suit a lot, though. I think.
Yeah, I guess I can. I mean,
I like the texture on
it
it.
doesn't. All right. I don't really notice it being different. Like I
What
can
the
tell it's
hell?
different, but it doesn't matter to me.
Look,
I like the first suit. Is the thing I like it.
I do too.
Yeah, I like it too, but it's very comical. It's not
Okay,
like
yeah,
a
I can
serious
see it.
costume.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Here, look at.
Wonder what Jeff Johns' role's going to be on this movie.
Yeah. Do you think he'll make another Stan Lee cameo?
Stan Lee cameo. Was he in Shazam? Did he make a Stan Lee cameo in
No,
Shazam?
I was joking.
Oh.
Okay, I can see the difference.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
quite-
you can,
It's
yeah.
like completely
No
different
shit.
texture.
Yeah, it's completely different.
There are people in the comments that are like,
Tyler looking at like Spider-Man's homemade suit versus the Stark suit and just like, I don't really see the difference.
there are
Like,
people in the
maybe the
comments that
eyes?
didn't like it, and then I saw a comment that was like, people can never be happy, huh? And I was thinking like, people don't have to like a thing even if you fixed it. It's like people still can't. People can still not like it,
Yeah,
People
exactly.
say
Well,
they
like,
prefer
no,
the
I
first
prefer-
suit. Like I totally get it. People prefer the first suit. I think
Yeah.
this one's better, but I still like the first one a lot. But yeah, it's a good suit. Do you see the director posted a video like
Yeah.
teasing it
It's
after the leak?
It's just completely dark though. He never shows
Yeah.
the suit. It's
It
funny.
was the editing for that was really good though, where
Mhm.
it's Zachary Levi just being like, "Why is it so dark?" and it just cuts off.
It must have been because they knew it would leak. So
Well, the thing is
that's
that
the joke.
the director
Loki.
when they were making the
Staring
first
into the
movie,
eye.
he said like, we are going to be shooting outside for most of this movie. The suit will be leaked. You're
Mhm.
going to see a leaked version before the official one. I want to post the official picture, but Warner Brothers says no. So we did see the leaked one first, and same thing happened.
You know
here.
what does excite me about this suit is I bet it's been remade like this to look more like a Rock's Black Adam.
More like the rocks.
Oh, 100%.
because this suit black is
How did
completely
he
black.
change it though?
Yeah.
How does Shazam change his
I don't know.
costume?
He
I
just
bet they won't
concentrated
explain.
really hard.
I don't think they'll
Man, I
explain.
can't
guess.
wait to see all the Shazam kids now that they're like 35-year-olds.
Yeah, no. He's got his mustache.
When we say
Jack-
the word,
Freddy's
we
got his
become
mustache and
adults.
Smoking pot.
Freddy comes in, he just looks like me. He's like, "Hey, what's going on?"
They should just imagine that. Imagine they did the adult actress, just playing the kids though.
Oh, that'd actually be very funny. That'd actually be very, very funny.
And there's still going to be a third Shazam with Black Adam, so they kind of have to hurry that up here.
I like the
Well,
idea.
they're filming now.
rest of
This
the
movie's gonna
other-
come out in 2023 though.
You know, this movie's filming now, and so is Black Adam. You think we see Black Adam in this movie, like as a cameo?
You know,
in
the other
end
day
credit
I
scene?
thought it
Post-credit
was
scene, probably?
2023. which
The
is
other day you thought it was 2020.
The other day, I legitimately thought for a good like hour that it was 2023, and I was trying to do
'cause of the
math on
MCU.
things because I was like, man, like in 2017, how old was I? If it's 2023 now, I was like- and then at one point I was dead set. I was like, oh, it's not 2023, and the only reason I thought it was is because sometimes I think about Endgame, and then I think
Yeah.
about how in our timeline, we're not there yet. But it's like Endgame sped up the world for the rest of us too.
We're
Like
still
I just
waiting for the
assume-
Avengers to show up.
Yeah, I just assumed that is like where we're at. Yeah, I did thought it was 2023. It's just nice to know it wasn't though.
Yeah, you would have been
2023 can be
Batman.
whatever we want. It's gonna be the best year of our lives, guys. I feel it. It's gonna be the best year of our lives.
We're gonna spend our summers up all night.
I
We're gonna go on
graduate in
road
2023.
trips.
We're gonna go to a nice house on a lake.
That was good. I understand the reference.
Even though we've probably got more news, don't we?
a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
First,
I'll
kinda
try
wanna
and
go back to
implement
that.
I'll try and implement that same reference later.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll try. I just want to go back to that for a second. Do you guys think we'll see Black Adam and Shazam 2? Like as a cameo? And credits?
End
I think
credit
at most
scene.
it's end credit scene. Yeah.
Because I mean they're filming at the same time, which is strange.
You think Shazam 3 will be called like Shazam versus Black Adam? They love their verses now, so
I would.
because
Yeah.
now they're
no.
their own characters.
Dawn of Justice, and by then the general audience will know these two characters well enough. So
Do you think people are gonna go see Black Adam?
yeah, it's Dwayne Johnson's
Yeah, because
face
the
on
fucking rock's in it.
Yeah, just-
What's going on?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, of course people.
Hey,
will
hey,
see-
Tyler.
Are you gonna go see Jungle Cruise?
Young
Like-
Black Adam 2 coming 2027.
Yeah, thank you, The Rock.
I don't think I'll see. I don't think I'll see Jungle Cruise. No, but it's a superhero movie which makes money, and it's a Dwayne Johnson movie
Yeah.
that makes money.
And the
I'll see them.
hierarchy of power is gonna change.
I'm
that,
actually
so-
really excited for Black Adam too.
Do you
I
think they'll put that on the posters?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that was just remember how awkward and underwhelming that was when they lit up all of Times Square and no one gave a shit. It was the middle of the day and they were just like the hierarchy of power and then a date and that was it.
Yeah.
That was all it was. And no one gave a shit. No one gave a shit.
Yeah, and then The Rock was like Skyping everyone from those Egyptian ruins at DC Fandom.
That's right.
He was just like-
weird. We're gonna actually see a trailer at DC Fandom this year.
We're gonna see a trailer. It doesn't come on next December.
Fandom is happening again. Wow, that's crazy to think.
I think we should like watch the whole thing together and like record our reactions.
The
to
whole
things.
thing.
The whole thing.
Isn't it like 12 hours though?
Yeah, I did it last year, and I was like emotionally exhausted after.
Emotionally
Yeah, it really hit
exhausted.
you in your core.
Because it's like, oh, the Batman trailer is so cool, and then you get like Ezra Miller was
That was the
born to
only
play the
thing
Flash.
that that was like the only piece of information that we got.
Yeah, that's about it.
There's Matt Reeves standing on like a black and red CGI soundstage. being
Yeah.
Like, with the Batman.
Well, we also got those video game announcements as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we
guessing
did.
this
That's
year
true.
we'll
That's
see,
quite
we'll hear more
documents.
about the games. We'll
Mhm.
probably get trailers for Black Adam, Shazam, The
Batman.
Flash, another Batman trailer.
It's such a stupid DC fandom. What a fucking stupid name. What
Yeah.
a dumbass name. What
Oh.
the fuck were you?
Because it's
Oh,
It's a
Fandom.
double entendre.
I
watch it.
know what it is, but like, fucking hell. What do you want?
I'll watch it again. I remember being emotionally exhausted, but also very excited during it, even though a lot of the hype didn't live
And
up
then
to
Disney
anything.
Investors Day happened, and we were like,
Yeah, it's like
Well,
Well, that was
What?
far better, I think.
Yeah,
it was
way,
far
way
better, but it was also far less of a setup because it was just Kevin Feige just being like, "Oh, we're doing fucking everything. Have a look."
Yeah.
It was green
Look at my
screen.
papers. Yeah.
There was no build up to it. Like we watched it together, and they would just go from like, "Here's what's coming to Disney Plus television," and then it was just Kevin Feige being like, "Oh, here's fucking Fantastic
They were
Four."
making a
just nonchalantly,
Fantastic
like,
Four movie.
Yeah.
And he's like, he
He's all
he
of
doesn't smile at it too. He's like,
No, he doesn't. He
"Evil
don't. He,
will be
he
coming to
doesn't care.
Disney Plus."
I don't think he smiles in general though.
No,
really
he's
does.
Kevin Feige. What's he got to smile about?
Everything.
Not like,
like,
he's
oh.
arguably the most successful producer in fucking cinematic
In the
history.
history of movies. Yeah.
But this is that like that little Disney Investor Day was him being like, "I won't have a vacation day for the next 3 years."
yeah, it was miserable. Yeah, that's right.
It's true. I have to work Christmas
He has
this year.
enough money to like just pay to have like a robot clone built of himself so he can go on holiday to like run.
It doesn't
the
even
show
need to be a
while-
robot. They could just clone him for real.
Yeah, they could probably legitimately.
Imagine if
just
everyone
clone
was
him.
Kevin Feige. That's
But
like a
then-
dystopian
But then
future
the
novel right there.
clone, might feel
Everyone was
bad. Because I mean, you got Kevin
It'd be
Feige's
like
clone
that bit
being like,
from Rick and Morty, Jan Michael Vincent. What is it called? It's like Michael Vincent Sector 50, whatever it's called.
I just
Where
really
everyone
think
is
it's
Jan
funny,
Michael
like if
Vincent.
that's a
but
genuine,
everyone is-
like it's a genuine question. Like, what if everyone was like Kevin Feige?
you think they'd be chomping at the bit like survival of the fittest, or do you think they'd all be friends?
I think
they-
there'd be like
well,
the mastermind behind it, like
The super
Feige
Feige?
Prime, like the
Prime
main one.
Feige.
Prime Feige.
But everything would be like CG. Do you think he'd still be making movies?
No, God no, he's on vacation. So Feige Prime is just doing his own thing, and he's forcing everyone else to do his work. So while you have Feige's
Holy
clones
shit,
being
Feige
like,
But then you
Prime
have
is the
one
Fe-
Feige who comes up and he's like, "No, I'm actually Feige Prime. I'm the real Kevin
ooh, and it starts
I'm the
Feige
Alpha
War.
Feige.
Yeah,
World War
And then
Feige begins.
exactly. Civil Feige, Civil War Feige.
But even
Feige
then,
itself.
they all turn on
They
Feige
could do
Prime.
that. I would watch an MCU movie of that.
MC.
If they go
Feige
far
race
enough
in
in
the
the
MCU.
future, yeah, just in the middle of the MCU, everyone becomes Kevin Feige.
It's just complete fucking nonsense.
But even
Yes.
then, you got his clones that are just going against him because they're just like, Feige Prime gets to have vacation, but I'm working Christmas. Speaking of Christmas,
Exactly,
Guardians of the
making
Galaxy
MCU.
Holiday Special is coming.
maybe the Alpha Feige like combines.
Yeah,
all
and
the
he's always
Feige-
announcing things. He can't stop himself.
It's like, you have to stop. We didn't have any of these movies play. Oscar Isaac isn't playing Moon Knight. What are you doing?
He's just listing like totally obscure Marvel characters.
Is that your family? Speaking of families, Marvel's first family, Fantastic Four. They're just like, Feige Prime, please.
He's just like,
please calm down.
and to accompany our first family, we've got the Human Torch 2. And they're like, you haven't even made the Human Torch 1 yet.
Yeah,
Feige.
exactly.
What are you
Feige,
doing?
calm down, please. He's always announcing actors, but like they don't exist anymore because they're all Feige.
Kevin Feige will be returning
Exactly,
to
and
play Black
starring.
Widow.
Exactly, starring in this movie is the lovely Kevin Feige, and Kevin Feige walks out, and there's a
As
sea
Reed
of Kevin
Richards, we've got
Feiges.
Kevin Spacey. And they're like, no, Kevin, no.
Wrong Kevin.
Feige. Sorry,
Feige.
I'm a little confused. Kevin Feige was playing Emma
Directed by
Frost.
Bryan Singer and co-written by Brett Ratner.
Can you
Starring
imagine?
Kevin Spacey.
Can you imagine Hall H, right? Kevin Feige goes out to stage and he sees a sea of Kevin Feiges, right? And they're all cheering, right? And then he goes and he announces his next movie, and the entire cast and crew are Kevin Feiges as well.
Just calling him out. Kevin Feige. Just
And in the crowd, every Kevin Feige there is going
Kevin
crazy.
Feige.
they've all just got different hats with
Different
different,
hats with
logos,
di-
but they're all just
We're
dressed
happy
exactly-
to announce that Kevin Feige will be returning to this movie. He couldn't be here today because he's in London filming our new Doctor Strange movie.
Our new Kevin Feige movie.
Kevin Feige.
Kevin Feige in the multiverse of madness.
based on a true story.
Feige in the multiverse of madness.
Based on the events happening right now. Now, if you look under your seat,
I
you'll
want
find
that. I
a
want to see
camera
that. I want to
recording
see
you.
Kevin Feige in the multiverse of
Holy
madness.
shit, though. Can
you
you,
know, like-
imagine, though, he goes Marvel's first family gestures and it's just the picture of 4 Kevin Feige's as kids. As kids.
Do you
of-
think he'll ever show up in the MCU?
Kevin Feige?
Kevin Feige
Kevin
himself?
Feige?
No.
Because in Fantastic Four, when there's in the Mark Waid run, Thing dies and they go to heaven to get him, and then God is Jack Kirby. What if we see God and it's Kevin Feige?
Kevin Feige. So that's a subtle reference to the audience about how Kevin Feige is literally
Is
God.
actually
He's
the real life God.
I don't know.
God, why did you make Thor the Dark World? He's like, well, not all deities are perfect. Just
Or
can't be
the
100% all the time.
The Dark Feige.
Oh,
Ah.
God.
Anyways,
What
on
the
to
fuck?
the
this
Wait,
really is the sequel to
Wait,
last week's
there's
episode.
I don't know if
isn't
you
it?
saw this. There's one more live action news, and I'm just gonna
Oh, here
reveal
we
it.
go.
This was on the set of She-Hulk.
Oh, I did see this. Old man Bruce Banner, yeah. Just look at him. He looks fucked.
He's playing Ben Franklin apparently.
They're gonna make him old? Why?
I think he's just
He's
old.
playing Ben Franklin.
That's
He's
not his
just old now.
hair. That's not his hair.
I don't know,
Oh,
but that
fuck.
exists.
Old Hulk.
Old. Why would he turn
It's,
old though?
it's Maestro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is
Oh.
Maestro coming?
They
Fucking
can't
hell.
do that, can they?
Does that mean he's gonna be
It's a
old,
comedy
but
show.
like Hulk?
Well, it's
Like,
a law procedure.
I can see
Jesus
them
Christ.
Do
doing
old
Maestro
man Hulk
later
or old
on.
man Logan Hulk.
Can't believe they made Mark Ruffalo old.
Hey guys, it's me, Mark Ruffalo here.
Hands on the balloons together.
Hey guys, I had a rough year.
You
How's it
sound
going?
old, but you still have the accent. That's good.
Yeah, I still have the can't quite maintain it. I'm Mark
Mark.
fucking Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. When we first did this joke of Mark Ruffalo having this accent, I asked, do you have anything to say about She-Hulk?
Yeah, I said some things.
Now that you're actually filming, is it going to plan?
Oh yeah, it is.
It was planned that you would become
It's
so
go-
old.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be carnage.
Marky's gonna get some action.
Why did they make you so old? I mean, how far in the timeline is this?
Just he looks
I got nothing
hilarious.
for you.
He looks so funny.
Hold it up again.
Wait, hold on.
Fucking hell. He looks terrified. Where are his eyebrows? What's going on?
He's really old.
Oh, fucking hell. That's so funny.
Yeah, so they're on set filming. They're filming She-Hulk, and yeah. And that's
Wow.
Wow. This is now my most anticipated Marvel thing coming.
Yeah, I agree.
Fantastic Four, what?
Fuck, that's so funny.
That's
Holy shit.
and because it's She-Hulk, which is gonna be a comedy, there are gonna be so many jokes of how he's just old.
Yeah,
I
know.
didn't even think about it too. I saw that photo and went, that's fucking weird, and then just brushed past it, but I don't think I comprehended how weird it was. Why is he old?
Because in the comics, old Hulk is like this huge badass king.
Yeah.
But now it's
Well,
just like he just looks like an old man.
I don't think they're gonna do that as a thing because this is a law procedural apparently.
Okay, Captain America 4, the end credits scene is Sam looking at a bench and his old Hulk sitting on the same bench as old Steve. Hi, Sam.
How's it going, buddy?
Opens the bag and it's like a pair of stretchy shorts. It's like, how do they feel?
I was thinking it's one of those things you buy kids that's got
How
like, the
do
Hulk
they
fist.
feel?
Hulk like it belongs to someone else. They don't.
They
don't.
kind of do though. I see the receipt.
He stole it from some kid walking out of a fucking Kmart or something.
You gonna tell me about her? There's just like a dead woman next to him. No.
I don't think I would. Probably not. Holy shit. Anyway, speaking of the Hulk.
Donny Cates is writing Hulk. Good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Donny Cates, writer of Thor and Venom, and well, previously Venom, and Ryan Otley, who was the artist on the last Spider-Man run, and he also did Invincible.
Invincible.
They're on Hulk. That's so cool. Are you guys gonna read this?
Am I gonna read it? I don't know. I just think it's awesome that Captain America fans who wanted him on Captain America don't get what they want.
They were
I just think
begging
that's cool.
Marvel to put him on Cap.
I'm just wondering what like gamma god he's gonna create now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
The God of
don't-
Hulk.
That was my first thought when they were like Donny Cates on Hulk, and I was like, oh no, what's he gonna invent?
How deep's this gonna go?
Yeah, that was my first thought, and I'm sure it'll be fine. But
We're
like,
gonna be talking
just-
about a Hulk event in like 2 years.
needlessly epic. I think is how someone
we
described
will.
Donny Cates.
Like a World War Hulk or something.
Ooh.
World War
but
Hulk
on
3.
Earth.
I enjoy that.
Civil War Hulk. I bet we're getting that.
Oh,
Put
it's
my
gonna
foot
be,
down.
it's
No,
gonna
I'm
be-
putting my foot
It'll be
down.
Hulk versus the Strength Force from DC.
Oh, I can see Donny Cates like bringing back other colored Hulks in, and maybe adding his.
Whoa,
own
whoa,
takes.
whoa, whoa!
I thought
Oh
the
my
same
God, I
joke.
messed up.
Tyler, I thought the exact same joke.
I meant like Red Hulk and
Red
I
Grey
think you
Hulk.
Hulk.
just make it so easy. Like it's just so
Red
easy
Hulk,
with
A
you.
Bomb. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean.
yes, I do.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm gonna be
Abomination.
reading this. I think that's a
Yeah, I'll
great
check it
cast
out.
for a comic book in general. Donny Cates, he's good at writing powerful characters, and if they're not powerful, he makes them powerful.
Yes,
fact
well,
that
yeah,
you already
exactly.
have Hulk being like one of the strongest. Kate's also said on Twitter that he already has a Thor and Hulk crossover planned, so should be good.
Thor and Hulk crossover. Okay, I don't know why
yeah.
I said that like that was so weird. Like they've never crossed over before, but
Yeah, they never met. You okay, Harper?
dying.
His mic's muted, but he's like breathing heavily.
Anyway, what's the news?
Okay. Al Ewing, who is on
Al
Immortal Hulk.
Ewing.
Al. What did you say?
Ewing? Like it's like it's a Star Wars
It's
ship.
pronounced Ewing. Well, not pronounced as spelled.
I think it's Ewing.
Yeah,
I thought
it's
it was
you.
okay. Well, he's on Venom. He's on
Yeah, they
Cosmic
swapped
Venom.
books.
Yeah, basically they swap books. Brian Hitch will be doing the art, and also
Ram V. Ram
yeah.
V,
Yeah.
they say.
Ram V is like also writing it. I was.
I think they're doing it together probably.
Yeah, it looks like it. Interesting.
Co-writing.
So it's still going to be take place after Venom 200, where Venom is God of the symbiote and living in space. So it's going to be more.
Eddie
of a
is God
cosmic-
of symbiotes, but they're also going to have
Mhm.
Flash Thompson probably.
Oh yeah, 100%. So yeah,
Has Woody
Because
Harrelson.
Flash Thompson was Venom's Space Knight. So
I don't know if I'll be reading this. I'll just get JD to tell me what's happening. And
he's the Venom fan.
he's the Venom guy. History of the Venom. So
Holy shit! What a twist that would be. If one day he just changed the history of the Venom, not the Venom, the Venom.
he'll do it as a joke one day, and then someone will take History of the Flash, and he'll be like, "Well, I guess I'm a Venom page now," and he'll start posting
History
Venom
of
facts like
Eminem.
when Venom was
Speaking
created
of-
by Todd McFarlane.
I was thinking. I think I'm just gonna let the comic rebirth name lapse, and if someone
Really?
takes it, I'll find it. Yeah, I don't give a
Someone's
shit.
going to take it though.
Yeah, why?
And then
Why
what?
would I care? What are they gonna do with it?
They're going to
They'll never be on my fucking level.
Yeah, but they'll maybe they'll try to take over.
And be what? Me? No one's me, baby.
It's true. That is true.
What if it's taken
Yo.
over and it's Mark Ruffalo?
Well, then I'd just be flattered that such a
it's Jason
B-tier
Statham.
celebrity would want to be me.
But he doesn't realize that it was your name. He's just like, just thought that was being cool for my username. No one's used it before, so I decided to take it.
Instead of having, Mark Ruffalo, like my own name, I would rather be Comic Rebirth, a name that makes no sense because it was just originally Flash Rebirth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the news of the week. We made it.
There's video game news. I don't know if you saw.
There is. What is it?
Square Enix making a Guardians of the Galaxy game.
Oh,
I
because it
didn't
went
see
so well
this.
the first time.
Well, here's the thing: is that Square Enix gave it to Crystal Dynamics and they made the Avengers game. Square Enix is just the developer, and they have other
Exactly.
studios, so it could be anybody making this Guardians of the Galaxy game. But apparently, they're making a Guardians of the Galaxy game.
Yep.
I used to say.
And also, there's a
if you're
Marvel
gonna-
game coming from the people who do XCOM as well, apparently.
Yeah, like a real-time strategy Marvel game as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, interesting.
But I've always thought if you're going to do a Guardians of the Galaxy game, you have to do it like Uncharted or Tomb Raider in space.
Yeah.
Square Enix being the guys that make Tomb Raider, just please
Oh.
do it like that and not like the Avengers game.
Yeah.
It should. I
We'll
think it
do
should
it-
be like
no.
an adventure, like
I can't wait to
You
fight
know,
robots
heist.
every few
No,
minutes.
no. You know what they should do? They should do it like Naughty
And
Dog.
Taskmaster.
Like make the first game amazing and then make a second one no one likes. That would be the best way to do it, I think. Tyler.
both of us like that game.
Huh? Me? I don't
No,
like that
Hunter.
game. Oh, does Hunter like it?
What game is it?
The Last of Us Part
The
2.
Last of Us
Oh, I
2.
do. Yeah, I actually do.
Yeah, that's
You
good.
don't like it, Harper?
I don't care.
Oh, okay. I
I've
really
never
like
played
it.
a Naughty Dog game.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Then
It's not true.
this is an interesting conversation. Harper,
Just a lie.
if someone
It's
says,
not a lie.
"Hey, Harper, what's your last name?" What do you say? That's what I thought. Okay.
Just not gonna answer that.
We all read a comic book, the new comic book. So we're gonna talk about the comic.
Why did you
Can I
start
suss on the
talking?
link?
And this arm was moving down there.
The
No,
new
because
comic.
I'm grabbing the comic right now. So I actually,
Why is
Weird thing to say.
so for the House on the Lake, I don't read. I read digital. Fun fact.
Me too.
Oh,
I mean,
actually-
that's not a surprise for me, though, is it?
I made it to digital, so I thought
Tyler brings it up and it just says read free comics online.
to show that I am not that I read digital all the time. I'm going to show my library, which is Doomsday Clock #1, and the Nice House on the Lake.
That
We
is
got a lot of
absurd.
digital comics. I don't know why I have Doomsday Clock 1 on here, but
It was probably for Project Doomsday or something.
it probably was, I think. Anyways, we're gonna review this new story. That's super interesting so far. What did you guys think? I don't know your thoughts at all.
It was cool. I wasn't. It was surprising
I can see this
Unexpected.
being a movie one day.
already. But
Yeah.
it's a comic book. Come on.
Yeah, I can. Not like a comic book movie, just like a Netflix.
You sound
movie.
like a producer right now.
Yeah,
I
I
see
can
this
I
as a
can
movie.
envision this.
Mhm.
Like,
I could see
just
this
stick with
crossing
me
over.
and guys, no guys,
show.
seriously,
This
let's
is like
just
a
trust
Netflix
the
original.
process, okay? We need to trust the process, okay?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
You get me?
So, the Nice House on the Lake with Naomi. What do you think? We'll put it on the CW,
As
but
like a
we'll
CW
have it like
crossover.
after hours because we want this to be dark, just like the comics. So it'll come on at like 2 a.m. maybe Eastern
Mhm,
Standard
yes.
Time.
2 a.m. Holy shit. Just a fucking graveyard.
We could get a couple views on there. People are like, what is this?
Hey, you sound like us uploading this to YouTube. We could get a couple views on it.
Yeah, we could.
We
So,
could.
essentially, the premise of the story is there's a group of 12 friends or something.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's 12 because there was going to be
9, 10.
15 and then they could only get 12.
There's 10 symbols on the cover though, so you might be wrong.
But he said 12.
You okay? I'm sorry, man.
He said 12. He said
So they're
12.
all invited to a lake house from a mutual friend, although they all seem to kind of know each other, but not that well.
The comedian. I didn't even realize that was his name.
Yeah, I did.
They all are given symbols and nicknames when they're going to this like lake house. It's a giant mansion with no one around, essentially, like a horror movie.
Mhm.
So there's the artist, there's the comedian, the writer, the accountant, the scientist,
the bad bitch.
and the comic Rebirth is one of them. So your name's already
Oh
taken.
shit!
And Walter.
Hope they fucking kill him.
We're all invited by a guy named Walter, and he says here. Maybe we just read the email out. Tyler, you want to read the
What's up,
email?
Jones?
Do I want to read the email? All right.
Because I will
From your
mispronounce
screen?
names. Yeah, read
From
this.
yours.
This one? The first one? Oh, oops.
Oh.
The second email. Okay, one sec. Jeez Louise.
The email from Walter, kind of explaining everything.
Brian, I'm so glad you've agreed to come to the house this summer. It's been more difficult to nail everyone down than I expected. The house was meant to have room for 15, but we're down to 12 coming for the week. Disappointing, but I think the others will be more disappointed in the long run. Attached to this email, you'll find all the information you need to get from the house to the airport, which is simple enough. The driver will be waiting for you when you get off your flight. Also, you'll find a few helpful maps of the house and the grounds. I've created little name place cards for everyone that will be placed around the house. I did it because I think it's fun, and also because these documents talk about others attending, and I wanted to keep the final guest list a little mysterious. This was more of concern with my other friends, to keep them from asking around and looping in people who weren't invited. You are the artist. Of course, with your visit, you might find a little treats labeled with your symbol that I know you'll appreciate. More importantly, you'll find the symbol on your bedroom. You'll be sharing a room with the writer, who I promise you'll know and like. Please text if you have any questions or concerns, but I really couldn't be happier that you're going to make it. It wouldn't be the same without you, Walter.
That's how I'm going to picture his voice for now.
I am Walter.
Walter, also known as Comic Boy.
We've got Walter and the comedian in a fucking. This is
Yeah,
a fucking
oof.
rip off. What the fuck?
So essentially, all these people
Yes.
come down to the lake house, and they're all like, "Wow, this place is massive and so cool." And Walter comes with groceries, and he's just like, "Wow, I'm so glad everyone made it today."
He's like, let's cook these steaks.
Yeah, essentially.
That's what
And
he
then,
says.
surprise! This is a dark comic. People are dying.
As if there were any doubt.
It's a Black Label book.
So the artist goes and checks her phone, and she sees everywhere people are burning to death.
Well, really, it's just
Yeah.
New York they talk about.
Yeah, it's just New York.
But they
Which,
also
who
said,
doesn't
didn't they
want?
say other places outside of New
Imagine
York?
we were recording this podcast.
Yeah,
right
it's
now
the
and
whole
lit in
world.
Flames.
Yeah, it is the whole world. It started in New York, but it said it's spreading.
Yeah, but they just show New York though,
Yeah.
because like, oh, we can't get anything from Japan, not Japan, from China or whatever. So
One person says, yeah, it's not just New York. This is happening all over.
Yeah.
No internet communications have come out of China in 3 hours.
But Walter also goes, no, everyone out there is dead or will
yeah,
be.
or will be.
So essentially, the entire world's dying except for these people in this cabin or lake house, and they're stuck there. And Walter's like, "It's okay, you guys are free. You guys could stay here. You're safe. If you leave, you'll die. But like, you could just chill here, hang out, put on some music, crack open a beer, and just have fun. And you are the last people on Earth, essentially."
Yeah.
This scares everyone. So one woman, or someone, who is this? The writer grabs
Ryan.
grabs a I don't know what it was, something to like poke sticks in the fire to move
Fire poker?
wood
A
around.
fire
Yeah,
poker.
that makes sense. I never knew their
Something to
names.
poke a
poke
fire.
I was gonna say a tonsil, but what's a tonsil?
Tonsil's the thing back
In your
there.
mouth,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
No, tonsil is the grabby, the hot grabby thing, isn't it?
Oh
The
yeah,
thing
yeah, that's what I was
grab-
thinking
yeah.
of. Yeah, he grabs a fire poker,
The hot grabby
swipes
thing.
at Walter, and turns out, oh, Walter is an alien.
The
or
art is amazing.
something. Yeah,
Is
it's
he an
really cool.
alien?
I mean, it's not a surprise that the art is amazing, but the art is
Well,
very good.
he
Tyler,
explains
you
that
always
this-
used to hate on his art, though. You used to not like his art.
Did I not used to like his art?
Yeah, you didn't used to like his art. When I would rave about it in Justice League Dark, you were like, it's not
I
that
think I
good."
just didn't like double page spreads all the time.
Well, how about a
I still
double
kinda
page
don't,
spread
but-
you fucking
Some
freak.
some of the stuff is just so incredible. Even like the first email, the attachment that they have at the bottom of just like the picture of the lake house.
Imagine
I
you
was looking
had
at that
a-
for a while.
No, imagine you had a physical copy right now.
I
You tried
know,
to
like-
zoom in. You couldn't do that
Oh,
on there.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
All the
Dumbass.
detail.
Whoa, whoa!
You
Even
just-
this, like,
Hunter reading
Just
physical
sniffed
holdings.
it. Yeah.
whoa! Look at all the detail.
Holy shit.
So essentially, I think he's an alien because he says like this world's gonna die. Sorry,
Yeah, I think
guys.
he's an alien as well.
Yeah, he's an
Before-
alien or a god, sort of, because he says "my people." So I thought maybe he's some sort of like god.
Yeah, essentially, as punishment for
I wanted to
being
save you from my
poked.
people.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
as punishment.
Are we spoiling this book?
Issue
Oh, yeah.
1, we kind of are.
Yeah, but go read
Yeah.
it though. People should read this.
Yeah,
It's good.
even though we're saying the plot and everything, it is incredible, and the characters all seem pretty interesting so far. I'm sure
many
a
issues is
lot
there,
of
do we
people
know?
love the comedian.
And it's James Tynan.
Yep.
So we know he's trustworthy.
Yeah.
It
How
just
many
says
issues
book
is this going to
one.
be?
Well, there's the symbol is lit up on the front page, so I assume it's going to be 10
Yeah,
because it
I'll
just says
probably
book
buy that.
one.
I'll probably buy every issue, but also get the trade after.
Yeah.
As punishment for poking him with the fire stick, he kind of heals himself, then
stick.
cuts off the writer's hand.
He melds the reality of her arm and then it explodes. Like you see it
Yeah.
like turning all weird, like his head, and then it blows off. Yeah.
And then the next page, it does kind of like
Yeah, and then
burst,
it just like fucking
essentially. Yeah.
yeah. I like that's like the most horror-y page is just his face with the glasses like
Well,
all
that and the cover, essentially. It's a cool concept. I really like it so far.
It's it's less generic than I was
I
expecting.
mean, it's not a DC book. I don't know why it's Black Label. It could be just like an Image or Boom Studios
Yeah.
book,
The cover is
Boom
what
for
made me
Boom
want to read it.
Studios.
but Boom Studios.
Yeah. okay.
So
I guess that's what they're doing with this line, though. It's not just DC Comics. Like this
Good.
is literally their new Vertigo.
Good.
Just anything.
Yeah,
Good.
it is good.
It's a good issue, and I'm excited for the next one. But it's a month away. It comes out
Vertigo
in
was a
July.
better name, but whatever.
Yeah.
What?
It seems
I mean-
weird to close Vertigo and then just produce
Reopen
it
Vertigo.
back up, but with a new name.
Yeah.
I guess
Although that's
DC
a
Black
very
Label
corporate-
is
that's a
more.
very corporate thing to do, isn't it?
DC Black Label, I guess, is just more.
And then just
Common.
completely tank your Black Label on one book in one panel immediately.
I mean, this
Oh, yeah,
alien
that's
god
right, dude.
Walter is being nice, so it is a nice house.
He's already an alien god. We've already confirmed. Okay.
Yeah, he's an alien god. He's
but he's nice. You know, he's just
He's
like, oh,
nice.
your dad's dying.
he's
but
about
crack
as
open a
nice
beer."
as you would expect a dude named Walter to be. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's responsible for killing a lot of people, and likely, people are gonna be dying, and the people in the house are gonna figure out what to do because they all kind of planned this with Walter at the start of the book.
What?
Because he always wanted to continue the conversation of how the world's gonna
Oh
end.
yeah.
I bet they're gonna be like, oh yeah, like maybe the world can end up
And then
burning,
the
but
world
maybe you could
doesn't end.
escape this way.
Yeah, and maybe the world doesn't end. He's like, oh man, I didn't think of that. All
Well,
right.
we're not even talking about like the flash forward where the main character is like
Well, the
dressed
beginning
in
of the book.
apocalyptic battle gear. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Is she missing an arm?
yeah.
is she?
I saw that
No.
page and I went, oh, I'm not gonna enjoy this, am I? Like that was the one thing that I was like, oh, this looks like it's gonna be dumb Mad Max, but I don't think it will be.
It's got
Yeah,
an eye
that.
patch, though.
Oh, she has that statue behind her. So they're burning the house.
Mm.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's the first page is them burning the house. It looks like. She didn't lose an arm. She lost an eye though.
That's not the same character.
Is that not the same character? Yes, it is.
No,
Yeah, it is.
No, it's
She's got blue
no,
hair.
The
it's-
girl with blue hair.
Yeah, but she doesn't lose her arm. The dude, the
Oh.
person who loses her arm is the friend that she meets at the front door. Goes, oh, yeah, let's go inside. Blah,
Who's
blah, blah.
smoking? Yeah.
Yeah,
Also, is this like the
Oh.
first comic that I've read where it seems like there might be COVID because she was wearing a mask at first and then gets
She
her temperature
scans the
checked.
head. Yeah, no, it was good. I like that.
Looks like COVID
'Cause it was
exists.
They didn't even need to like. Oh my god, maybe it's a metaphor for COVID. Stay inside, you fucking idiots.
No, there's a
the
guy who was
world's-
streaming
the
Twitch and his eyes start to melt.
Well, fair point, but you know the world's ending. They're just like stay inside and you'll be fine.
Walter's just
guy
a
was
fighting
so
screen.
confused.
He's like, oh, I don't want to get the vaccine.
That was
Then
hilarious because
die.
they're like trigger warning. You know, my brother's fucking
Content
eyeballs
warning,
exploded.
yeah.
Like, yeah, as
How
if
about
you
you just
would
don't
be
post
like,
it?
As if you would screenshot, crop, and post.
Yeah, and then my brother's
Fucking
eyes
eyeballs
just exploded.
exploded, bro.
Content
That
Even one of
was
the tweets that shows like, oh man, my skin's melting to my phone as I type this. Maybe don't type it.
And maybe go. Oh wait, no. It says. Oh wait, no. Okay, it is a fake universe because it says this is all fake. It's like production. It's promotion for a dumb movie. I guarantee in 10 minutes we're gonna see Superman show up and fix
Yeah.
this. And it's okay. So I was like, wait, it is in the DC universe, but no, they're saying that.
No, they're talking
Yeah.
about it. But yeah.
It's DC, so they could say DC names.
Holy shit, though, that'd be pretty funny if we just saw a bunch of superheroes just fucking explode.
They're like issue 7 Batman shows up. It's like, oh, come on.
Oh, of
God,
course.
Come on,
Yeah.
James. You had a good book going for you. Harley
Who
Quinn appears.
tweets, "Is this real?" They clearly took this picture. Like,
Yeah, let's judge
I have
these
no
people's
idea.
Twitter.
who
I
are
just
they
watched the
asking?
city streets of New York fucking explode
Yeah,
in
who took
fire.
this picture?
This
How
real.
did you get this angle?
There's a verified account that says, I don't get it. Is this Russia?
Oh.
Oh no.
There is something in the sky. Oh, the mayor says there's.
Oh, this
something in
was
the
cool.
sky behind
Yeah,
the fire.
yeah.
Look behind the fire. at the
Fire,
flame.
yeah.
Ooh, I didn't read these.
What?
They're interesting.
Yeah, I read the whole thing.
My ears just started bleeding and the sky
Oh,
turned red.
Yeah.
Tyler, look above that one, like to the very top. The Twitter username for Malcolm Chambers is Dr. Strange Foots.
Whoa, that's funny. Doctor Strangefoot's.
Watch for the drip. These
Yeah.
usernames,
The Twitter handles.
the unoriginal writer. Oh, what if that's the writer? Probably not.
This is the first of 2 segments we'll be doing
Roger,
in this show
Roger.
where we
This
read
person's name is Roger, Roger.
names. Where we read names of people on lists of things. First
Yes.
is this issue. The next one will be X-Men.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to do that.
About that. That wasn't in the
Oh.
issue. That was news.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
news. Okay, go
Yes.
back.
Alright, yes.
Anyway,
Oh,
for news of the week,
Thank
X-Men.
you for that.
I thought. Sorry, I thought that was an
Last
issue.
week we talked about how Eminem is going to be at the Hellfire Gala, right?
Mhm.
And today, 9 hours ago, they revealed the Hellfire Gala VIP list of real human beings. So
Harper hasn't seen this yet, too.
I have not. I have no idea.
Who's going to be at the
Scott
X-Men?
Adsit, Pete Alonso, Steve Aoki,
That's a real one.
Saquon Barkley, DMC, Eminem, Nick Foles, Coco Gauff, Ira Glass, James Monroe Eagleheart, Gabriel Iglesias, Aaron Judge, Jimmy Kimmel,
Yes. Excellent.
Method Man, Jason.
sense.
Oh, I don't know how to say his name. Mantzukas,
Oh, the funny guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mark
yeah.
Maron,
No, there you go. He would
George
hate to be
R.R.
in
Martin,
this. Awesome.
Killer Mike, Alex Morgan, Seth Meyers, Conan O'Brien, Patton Oswalt, EL-P, Adrienne Pilecki,
Okay.
Megan Rapinoe, Paul
What?
Scheer, and
Is that a real
Taboo.
Okay. That's a
A
list.
VIP list.
And one of the top comments on that post is, "Where is Rihanna?"
Some of those are literally just like, you were vaguely associated with Marvel, like Method Man and
Method
fucking
Man,
Luke
yeah.
Cage and
And Seth
Adriana
Meyers as
Padalecki
well, 'cause
and,
he's a
and
fan.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel,
Jimmy Kimmel.
Aaron Judge.
Oh my god.
I just think it's so funny.
And
Fucking
then some of
Eminem
these are
and
gonna
Patton
die.
Oswalt
Some
in
of them
this.
are gonna die. Well, we got the rumor that Eminem's gonna die. There's names in red, so if we follow like the idea that the names in red are gonna die, we're losing Eminem, we're losing Method Man, we're losing Mark Maron and Seth Meyers, Patton
Not Mark
Oswalt,
Maron.
Adrienne Padalecki, or Padalecki, Killer Mike. Oh man, the loss of humanity. Can you imagine though? They're gonna be there
So
like
were you
bumping
always
arms with
wearing a tank
Cyclops.
top?
Me? Oh, him.
No, it was. Oh, well, I said
Yes.
Hunter. What did
Yeah.
I say?
You
Yeah.
did. No.
Were you always wearing that? I thought
Yeah.
you had sleeves. Anyway, with the show.
No,
But these people are going to be like bumping shoulders with Cyclops and the
Like,
Avengers.
yeah.
I think they're showing
Nightcrawler.
up as well.
yeah,
And, like,
Captain America's in it. And not him. It's weird. Well, fast forward. It's back to. I just want to say before we move on to the next book that I just noticed one of the Twitter names that says, "My mom just called me screaming that her skin was coming off in pieces. I don't know what to do. She's 2 hours outside of New York City. The username for that is Billy Boy 18 plus OnlyFans."
Oh my god. Oh, no. Okay, predictions for what's coming next.
Like next issue or just in general?
Yeah, for these characters. You know,
Next
what's coming
issue,
up.
the
It's just gonna-
comedian is going to be like, "Oh, bro, we could just chill, man. We just hang
Yeah.
out." Everyone else is going to be kind of panicking.
One of the tweets is, "I just watched Anderson Cooper burn to death on live television."
Yeah, that's hilarious. No, I just watched Anderson Cooper burn.
I have to tweet this.
That's funny.
So comedian's gonna be like, "Come on, guys, let's just hang out." Everyone else is gonna be kind of panicking, trying to find out a way to get past Walter, find out what's going on, investigating. Secret room is gonna be discovered on the last page, or one of the pages, and
Batman's
then
in there.
yeah. And I think the comedian will die first.
Okay,
Well, he did in Watchmen, so that makes sense.
that's true.
He's gonna get thrown out a window.
So then Walter dies last.
Ah, what are you waiting for?
He does kind of Dr. Manhattan her hand.
He does, yeah, exactly. What if
Dude.
that's the reveal? Fucking hell.
That it's
It was-
Dr. Manhattan.
It was a Doomsday Clock tie-in.
Oh my god, this is just another universe he went to.
That would it surprise you? I wouldn't put it past him. Like at the end, it says, like it's like written by like series written by, and there's a line through fucking James Tynion. And it just says Jeff Johns. And we're all like, no, he fucking got us.
Or Scott Snyder even.
Yeah, well, that'd be
It's
way
the
more.
Batman who
radical.
laughs. He's doing it.
Do
This
you
was all
remember-
Perpetua.
Do you remember when they had Bruce Wayne from another universe who was Dr. Manhattan, and then the Batman who laughs put his brain inside of that? Do you remember that being a thing that happened?
actually
That is
happened, yeah.
crazy. That
I
actually
do
happened.
remember. It did happen.
That happened.
It did happen.
Did that happen in the
We all
same
talked
issue
about
with
it.
baby Bruce Wayne?
No, that was a different issue.
Oh wow.
We all talked
Yeah.
That's a
about
lot
it
of
though.
issues.
Yeah,
That is crazy though.
it's weird to think
That
about.
happened.
It did.
Bruce
happen.
Wayne, he had a full head of hair in the Speedo and everything.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, but
You remember that? And he's just floating in space. He's just like, okay.
What happened in that Earth that got him to have those powers? Was he in like the nuclear test program with a watch, or
I don't know.
like how did billionaire
something
Bruce
Did
Wayne
Watchmen happen on that universe?
get there?
And it was just Bruce Wayne though.
Yes,
ma-
it was Mandy.
yeah,
Or
it's
is it
exactly the
Dr. Manhattan?
same, but it's Bruce. What the?
How did he
What do
think? I want this to be my symbol. What like?
He should have done it back. It would have been so much worse if it was a
Oh
bat, though.
Holy shit, that would have been incredible though. Bat on his forehead.
This will be my symbol. Is he like?
But really tough. He's like,
It's like fucking uneven on one side. He's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's like all
"God."
squiggly.
They're like, this lab full of like, you know, the people who are doing his
This will be
marketing, are just like, that looks like shit, dude. That looks
Imagine if
awful.
when the Batman Who Laughs got the Dr. Manhattan powers, he goes, "This will be my symbol." He just writes damaged.
That would have been
So you have
awesome.
like Batman as Dr. Manhattan.
How
Yet
did we get
somehow-
here?
How did you get to the point where another Batman that's just Batman who's Jokerized is taking your brain out? How you're Dr.
Oh,
Manhattan
Scott
and
Snyder, I didn't-
Batman
I didn't write.
combined? How did you
Perpetua,
get to
I
that
guess.
point?
Isn't she the answer to everything?
Like I just
Wow.
Batman Who
We gotta talk
Laughs
about Death
or the
Metal.
one who
We
laughs
gotta
is
talk
a
about Death
god
Metal again.
now. Like
That's right.
But before
course.
he was
He-
How
well,
did
he
he
was- did
die
you
again?
forget
Did Wonder Woman
Giant
shove him
gold
into
Wonder
the
Woman
sun or
beat him up.
something?
She
That's
punched him with earths.
something like that.
Oh
But
no,
like
he got eaten by the elders of the universe, didn't he? Like, didn't she shove him into and they like
but
took
did
him or something?
she died too though, because she's in
What a
the
Yeah,
terrible
yeah, I know
sacrifice
that.
as well.
I don't. Wow.
That's how Wonder Woman died.
fighting the Batman Who Laughs.
The
Or
one who
the one
laughs.
who laughs. But before that, it was just Batman. What if Batman was Jokerized?
Didn't Batman get both his arms ripped off or something?
He was dead the whole time or something.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
no, did he get his arm ripped off and he had the ring like on a necklace or
Mhm.
something? Or
That
like,
doesn't
I
make
don't know.
sense. Yeah. I thought you had to wear the ring for it to work.
What
What
did
you
he-
just have it in your pocket? Like you have it on.
What a bizarre series, man.
So if you want to make like a construct and it's on like, you have to just kind of like
Just fucking-
swing the.
Oh,
You
just
gotta put it in
stick
your mouth and blow it like a
I don't
whistle.
know.
Yeah, like because
So-
they point it the rings.
That's right, because the whole Bat family fucking dies and he brings them back.
They're all just, they bring Arsenal back from the Roy Harper, and he's just like he just takes his hand, tips it, and everyone ignores it. Just ignore it. His skin is rotting off, and he just goes.
Yep.
And
What's
then
up?
Wally's like, all right.
They
But then
burn-
you did get speed metal though.
yeah, that was good. That's what
Speed
a
metal
weird
was great,
thing that like
yeah.
that got. Death
Yeah,
metal.
like, did you guys see the stuff for like all the upcoming Flash issues? Like the cover for next issue, even though he like, you know how he transported into the body of like Super Friends fucking Reverse Flash.
Yes.
The cover for that issue is Barry out the front of Sanctuary.
Yeah, it is.
So,
I
perhaps
think
maybe it's just going to be like a 2-page thing where he's in the Super Friends and then he ends up in Heroes.
Well,
of
I
Cry.
assume it's gonna
Like-
be Eobard. What if he's in every Eobard story? So he's like, he kills Iris, or he is in the Return of Barry Allen.
I don't think that's going to
or-
happen.
You don't think so?
No.
All right. Well,
I think it's just gonna be like, hey, look, it's Super Friends. How wacky and funny for like the first 5 pages, and then Heroes in Crisis.
Yeah, and then he's going to be like, oh shit. But then like the annual, who was it? Who was it? I had something to say and I've lost it now.
Red Booth.
No, nope.
Yeah, no.
No, it's gone. No, it's gone.
All right,
On
well,
a professional podcast, we would cut that out and I would remember it, you know, and then we just slap it together.
Not
but
gonna happen.
not for this fucking podcast.
Not gonna happen. I don't get paid. I got things to do,
Uh,
man. Like
we do it for fun. Fucking hell, I hate
Say Spider-Man wasn't good. That's all I want to say. I just
Reese isn't it for some reason.
When
I
is
don't
it
know why
ever?
they keep pushing this. I never cared about his dumb sister.
yeah.
Because the reveal initially when they created her was that it was his sister, and then it wasn't. Was like that was the twist at the end of the story.
I think they're gonna retcon it again.
No, and then Chip Zdarsky retconned it that it was his sister. So now he just has a sister.
Yeah, and
Oh,
she's not a
So
Spider-Man
what is it with
character.
Chip Zdarsky retconning siblings, man? These
Wait,
two.
who has a sister?
Peter
Peter Parker.
Parker.
Oh, okay. Why?
I
no
don't
one
know.
knows.
Well, because Wade invented her in a story called Family Business, and then the twist at the end of that story was that she actually wasn't his sister. She
Which
just thought
makes sense.
she was, and then
Yeah.
Chip Zdarsky brought her back and was like, "No, she actually is his sister."
Oh, okay.
That's her.
Yeah,
Oh,
Teresa Parker.
I remembered the Flash thing. It was that Roy Harper's going to be appearing in the series. So I wonder if that's real time or no. It was the issue after. So this next issue is the final story in this Wally getting flung through fucking history thing, right? The
Yeah.
next issue after that is just talking about Wally's back in, Central City, even though, he's Keystone City, but whatever. It's like Wally's back and he's got this new thing to whatever. And apparently Roy Harper's going to be in it. So that's
Oh,
So Wally A is staying as the Flash, and B we get Roy Harper. So that's
You think he would only
Roy's
be the
appearing
Flash again
in
from one
Infinite
volume?
Frontier 1 in a few
what
weeks.
did I say? What?
You said
What did
he's being the Flash again. I was like, do you think he was only gonna be the Flash for one volume?
A
Just
lot
for
of people
one
thought
story?
that. A lot of
People
people
are
thought that,
idiots.
and I thought they were idiots. I thought they were idiots too.
Oh.
I thought they were idiots too. Remember when
We
it was
talk-
like, oh, the book's gonna retire Wally West? I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah. Can we talk about the Flash in Justice League? The Bendis issue.
Go for it.
Yeah. We
Does,
talked Justice
does
League.
Bendis think that Barry is a scientist? Because he's not. He's just a forensic, but he's not like a multiverse guy. Like he is obviously, but he can't.
He is
There's a
now.
part where he goes, "Oh, I forgot the math. I messed up all the math." He's doing all the crunching the numbers. I'm like, that's not Barry,
Mm.
right?
It's
He's not a
essentially-
crunching
yeah,
numbers
so
guy.
this is from this week's Justice League issue. Essentially, Barry realizes.
I thought it was
that-
kind of funny. I thought that was kind of funny. I think there's something. What happens is that like he realizes he's thinking about it. He's having a mindless conversation, and he's thinking about how the team can't come back for some reason. And then he goes,
they're in another Earth right now.
"Yeah, what happened to you, Harper? Something's okay." Anyway,
You just keep talking.
they're having a mindless conversation with. He's having a mindless conversation with someone, and then he thinks about it. He goes, "I just messed up the math. That's why they can't come back." And like, why would you trust Barry? Barry's not the math.
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Get, like,
That's not
Mr.
his thing. His
Terrific.
thing is to be analytical about crime scenes.
Yeah,
and
well, then I thought
proving
I think the
what did
idea
or did
of
not
the
happen.
reason that they can't come back is just because he messed up the math is kind of funny. Like I kind of like that.
I mean, he
like-
is sciencey about Speed Force shit, but I wouldn't expect him to know like all the scientific.
And then he
secrets of
calls
the
Mr.
universe.
Terrific. Okay, yeah, but like, and is it Barry? Because Barry's
Yeah,
not
it's
supposed to-
Barry.
he's got
Yeah,
blonde
it is.
eyebrows. He had, but he had red hair in the first. Ugh.
Yeah.
I think
The
it is
issue's
Barry.
fine, though.
If it was
No,
Wally, I think it would be
they
worse.
say his name in the last issue. It's
I know,
Barry.
I know.
I get what you mean. Like it should have been Mr. Terrific sending them to the multiverse, but if that were the case, then it would be a perfect trip, and that's not what Bendis wanted.
Yeah, I know,
So
but
that's why they just had Flash do it.
Meow.
Could you hear that?
yeah,
A little
Oh,
bit,
you
yeah.
just knocked my shit over, bro. What are you doing?
it was
I
a
thought-
fine issue though.
I thought Justice League was really good. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot. I'm glad they.
It's fun. It's only like
Aquaman's-
there's like 4 pages of content in here though.
yeah. Then it goes to Justice League Dark Story, which
Yeah.
I don't read.
I don't read either. It stops at 18 pages.
Yeah.
Well,
So there's,
that's short.
yeah, it's a
There's
very
33
short
in the
story.
book.
I would
Uh,
almost read it, but I'm not going to.
It's fine.
And when
not
Barry
doing it.
gets there, he's like, "You're all gonna die. We got to get out of here now because the air in here is different. So you're gonna like get sick." And everyone seems like okay with that too. That was the
Seems like a
weird
very
thing.
Barry thing to say. You know, the guy that tries to fight till the bitter end and never give up hope to be like, you're all fucking dead.
Well, he's just like, "We gotta leave now. This isn't our Earth. You're all gonna die because the air here doesn't match the way we're built."
First
so
thing
we
he
gotta
yells is,
leave."
"Where is Batman?"
"Yeah."
It's like he
and
can't
everyone-
lead on his own. He yells, "Where's Batman?" twice. He's like, "I want
He's like
Batman to tell
DC
you
Comics.
guys.
Where is he?
Yeah.
Where is he?
I can't do this on my own."
DC's afraid people are gonna start shouting that if there's
I'm no
at least
Superman.
4 Batman titles out a
If
week.
there's not Batman on a single panel,
Come on.
a character
See, if
contractually
JD
has to
was here,
yell.
he would have laughed at that.
What?
Well, you said like Batman's like, I can't do this. No, Barry's like, I can't do this on my own. And then I said, because he's no Superman, because that's the song from Scrubs. That's the theme song.
Mhm, yeah,
Laszlo
fine.
Bane Superman. So he says, I can't do this all on my own. So it's like if if Barry was saying it, but he's saying I'm no Superman, but literally for Barry, because he's in the DC universe where Superman is, and he is in fact not Superman.
Batman was good, like the comics. I thought Batman.
I was like, who's gonna dig us out of that hole? I was about to go anyway. Batman versus Catwoman.
Oh yeah, talk about that. I'm actually curious about Batman versus
Oh,
Catwoman
no.
because I haven't. been reading it.
Okay. I was gonna say old man Selena, old woman Selena is
No, please
is
just
it-
do Old Man Selena.
all right. Old man Selena is at Wayne Manor or whatever, and then Harley Quinn rocks up, and she's like, "Well, I'm gonna fight you to death because you killed the Joker." And Selena's like, "You are fucking absolutely not gonna do that to me." And then they they have a scuffle, and then Harley goes, "Because you got to kill the Joker before I did." And it's like, oh, she actually wanted
My
to kill the
headphones
Joker
died.
this whole time. What the?
I can't hear a single thing you're saying.
What's he gonna do?
Stupid.
Can he really not hear us
No,
still?
I can't hear a thing. We could say anything we want.
Look, we could say anything we want.
Look, New York ain't even that large.
It's not even that big. I
Nope.
mean,
I think it
neither
is
is
actually.
Tyler.
But
Tyler's actually 5'3". He's just small, just absurdly small. I say
said-
that as a 5'9".
I literally
man
can't hear a
myself.
single thing you're
I'm-
saying.
oh, the fucking cat showed up and
It's
everything.
Loki.
This
Sure,
is where
get
Get
the
off the
podcast-
computer, bro! Get off the computer! God, this is chaos.
I like how
Anyway,
you call your
um,
cat bro.
Yeah, I call everyone bro, man. Anyway, I guess I'll keep talking about Catman, Catman versus Batwoman.
Like Adam West Catman from Fairly Odd Parents.
Catman versus but Tyler's just fucked. He can't do a single thing.
He's just panicking.
Where was I? I don't even remember.
Harley wanting to kill the Joker.
Yeah, so it turned out she actually wanted to kill the Joker, and then so Harley's like, anyway, no, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. I'm so taken aback by this development.
I've never had this
I just
before.
got another. He looks so mad by this. I've lost the ability to podcast. Anyway, Selena beats Harley in the fight, and then we get Phantasm with Catwoman, and they're like talking to this dude who used to be a Joker thug, and he was a naughty boy, and so Catwoman watches Phantasm murder the guy.
Oh,
So there's that. She tries to break into a like a museum. She falls on a T-Rex skeleton, and then Batman finds her, and then there's a cool page where he's
Oh,
carrying her, and
I've
she
seen
goes,
that, yeah.
"Fuck Batman," just like, you know, our favorite character Dick Grayson from Titans.
Titans, yeah.
What else happens? Yeah, not much. I gotta be honest. This series is just nothing. It's really
It's just very
nothing.
slow.
Nothing happens. Like, I don't care.
Let's
Like,
gonna
really
pick up and
don't.
trade. I read the first 2 issues and I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I'm
See,
sure this will
you
be
know, people
good.
say that with Tom King. It's like, oh, you got to trade weight with him. I just think this isn't that good, to be honest. I don't know if trade weighting is
Bye,
good.
Tyler.
Tyler's leaving. Tyler's out.
Oh,
There
we
he
see his
goes.
reflection.
Yeah, you can. God, what if you saw a face in the glass just there? Just, oh, shit. Anyway, for the audio listeners, I apologize that this has become an absolute fucking shambles, but I think this is...
Essentially, oh yeah, let's just kind of explain. So essentially what's happening is, if you didn't,
What if my like I said, my internet's getting worked on today? Does he have new headphones? Does he have
Tyler's
another
looking
set?
for headphones right now.
Look,
because
he's so
He was
stressed.
using
Jesus
wireless
Christ.
headphones. and
Jesus
they
Christ.
died
It
on
took
him.
so long.
Did you hear? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we got him back. Holy shit.
That was funny.
Why would that happen?
Don't know. That's why you got to trust the wires, kids. I do have
my
wireless.
computer
I just
doesn't
don't.
even have any wire. My computer doesn't have anywhere you can plug in a headphone.
But you don't plug it into the headphone. You can plug it into the bottom of the mic. That's how mine works. But anyway.
This doesn't have that.
Okay,
Well, I'm
never
looking
mind.
forward to listening to this episode.
Yeah. There's a lot of us laughing.
Tyler, it was a lot of me being like losing the ability to podcast because you just like you look so mad. You're like, what the fuck, man? Like,
You kept
But like,
kept trying
did
to
you hear me? You can hear
describe.
me, right?
Yeah, well, Harper will get back on track, be like, so Batman, Catwoman, and then you just be like, I literally can't hear you guys right now. We just start laughing.
That was just
So annoyed.
Anyway, we
So
covered Batman,
stupid.
Catwoman. There was fucking nothing happened.
Harley Quinn's mask was cool.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Iron Man Annual
That's all I
1.
got.
yeah. Talk about Iron Man.
No one read it except for me.
one read
Tyler,
it.
what are the little creatures that the mole man fucking controls? What are they called?
Oh,
Moloids.
No,
Moloids.
is that really their name?
Yes.
I read the
Yes.
issue and I've already forgotten. Anyway, they're rampaging through the streets, right? Iron Man and Miles Morales are there, which is cool because I like their dynamic a lot. Yeah, that's them. They're
Bullets.
rampaging through the streets. It's Miles Morales and Tony Stark, which is good because I like their dynamic from Miles's pre-Civil War II series, and then Civil War II, and then now. I think they have a good.
Mhm.
It's not like MCU Peter and Tony Stark at all. They're like actually friends, like
Mhm.
equal footing friends. It's not like Miles is like, "Hey, you're above me." Well, I'm freaking out. And they're like, what is fucking happening? And then all of the moloids are talking about, we love Seinfeld and Frasier, and they're just spitting out fucking pop culture reference. And this is like the first 5 pages. They're running through the streets in like memorabilia t-shirts and shit like that, and being like, we want to watch
Is it
Frasier.
Cantwell?
We'll just no, I think it was like Jed McKay or something. I was like, okay, I guess
All
Cantwell's
right.
not doing this one. This was the first 5 pages, and I was reading this, and I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, this is gonna be awful." This is, and I'll be honest with you, it goes absolutely nowhere because Miles and Tony. Well, Tony pretty much throws money at it and gets them like
Mhm.
hot dog vendors and everything, and like gonna stream some episodes of Friends and shit for them, and like that's the start of the story. I was like, okay, and then you get a cool conversation with Miles and Tony, when Miles is just like, oh, so I guess for someone like you can just kind of throw money at a situation and like fix it. And Tony's like, I only throw money at the situation where it can actually make a difference, blah, 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 blah. They have like this big conversation. Then Miles kind of breaks down. He talks about how he was tortured by this guy called the Assessor,
Mhm.
right? Apparently that
Yeah.
happened in his run recently.
Yes.
And he like breaks down, and Tony's like, I know all the tech guys and I've never heard of this guy before. And he's like, but that is my domain, so I'll look into it. And his version of I'll look into it is I'm gonna fucking demolish this guy. Like Tony is
Yeah.
so pissed off. And I really like that, because I like that it's not like the MCU where Spider-Man is this protege. He just really cares about this guy. He's like, oh, this is a good kid. I think he even says, he's a good kid, and like, I forget the fucking line, but it's like, Miles is too good for something like this, and me, like, I'm not that good at all. Like, I will absolutely go in there and destroy this fucking place. And so he tracks down the building where the assessor is, and he goes through like, fighting the goons first, and then he fights this dude called Quantum, who is powered by one of the Infinity Stones by the looks of it, because it's tying into that Infinite Destinies shit.
God.
So,
Forgot about
so
that.
there's
Is that happening?
that's a happening. That's a happening.
happening.
I didn't realize that was happening.
And so like Tony goes through all of these kind of like trials and shit that the assessor has put there to like get data. And it's very old school the way he's talking. Like he's just like, well, if I just, I could overcharge my thrusters and fly through, but that wouldn't help me with the big fucking fan and shit like that. Like it's very old school him talking about like what he's gonna do, which I actually enjoyed. And then he gets to the Quantum guy, and he just like Quantum's ability is like he can just make a portal like anywhere and just punch through it. So he keeps making portals inside Tony's helmet and punching him in the fucking helmet, which is hilarious to me, because it's just like you just beat the shit out of this guy without even like touching his helmet or anything. But then Tony like locks his ability to the same room, and so like the dude can't move, which go figure how the fuck that works. I have no idea how any of this shit works. It's just total nonsense. He defeats that guy, and then he gets the assessor, and he's very, very mean. And the assessor's like freaking out, like ones and zeros, and he's like, this is impossible, this is inconceivable. And then it led to my favorite line where Tony's like, no, invincible, remember that. And then he like downloads the consciousness of this assessor dude into his helmet, so he can basically be like Tony's fucking like new AI guy. I was like,
Oh,
that's fucking
jeez.
yeah, it's really dark. And I think I'm pretty sure the line is about this company, whatever the name of it that the assessor's running, and he says like, Miles is too good to come in here and destroy this place, but I'm not too good at all, and that's why he goes in and just demolishes all the thugs, gets them all arrested, defeats Quantum, and then just like practically kills this assessor dude all for Miles. And I thought that was really because okay, no, this is the part that I remember. This is the part that I was like, oh, Tyler will like this. Is he's talking about Miles's experience, and he's talking about how like, Tony's really pissed that kids in Brooklyn in his own backyard are being abducted and tortured. And he's like, the way he's talking, he's very angry. And he's like, when I was in the cave, I deserved it. I made I made weapons that got people killed. I deserve to be there, and I had to fight my way out and change the stuff. Miles didn't deserve that, and I'm gonna put an end to it pretty much. And I thought that was really cool. Like,
Mhm.
it was just cool. I don't know. It was weird reading this issue that's so fucking disconnected from what's happening in the main run, but I was still more invested in like Tony fighting these two characters I have no fucking concept of, Assessor and Quantum. I was like, okay, cool. But it was very old school. It was very fun.
But it's like the first Iron Man comic in like 2 months or something like that.
Yeah, well, I don't know and even then, the last Iron Man issue we had was a Patsy Walker like solo story. Like
Yeah,
Tony
so-
hasn't appeared in anything in fucking ages.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's good. Like I enjoy the Cantwell stuff, you know, for what it is, this big like sweeping story. But it was nice to jump into this kind of old school. It felt like an early 2000s or like late 90s kind of just fun one shot story, and I thought that was cool. And it was just cool to see Tony's philosophy, because in the Cantwell run, he's just like, fuck you guys for criticizing me, whatever, or being like, guys, stop criticizing me. Like, it's one or the other. But this, it's like his actual mindset. He's like, he talks to Miles. He's like, you know, all the heavy hitters have their places, right? Or their, you know, their zones. Thor's dealing with cosmic stuff. Captain America's always involved in the Americana. And he's like, me, I'm technology, to no one's surprise. And then he thinks about it and he's just like, yeah, but I often neglect the things that are happening in my backyard. And that's why he's like so, you know, taken about this Brooklyn situation, because he's like, fucking kids are being abducted and I should be doing something about it. So it's cool. I liked it. Good fun. Good
Is it-
job, Jed. I think it was Jed McKay.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask who wrote it there.
It was Jed. It was, but I could be wrong. But it definitely was, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
But
That
it
sounds
like,
like-
it 100% was.
Sounds like it's your pick of the week then. Or you're just an Iron Man fan.
Well, usually I don't give Iron Man pick of the week, like whenever it comes up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Usually I don't. No, I don't, because there's usually like Daredevil or something out, and I'm like, no, I enjoyed that more. Like, I don't think I've given Iron Man pick of the week in months.
Would this be your pick of the week?
out of Batman, Catwoman, and a nice house on a nice lake in a nice place or whatever?
Yeah.
Probably.
All right.
Probably, barely, yeah, but yeah,
All right.
probably.
I just the last comic that or real quick, Green Lantern was good. It's 2 stories in one right now. The John Stewart story I didn't really care for, but I hear there's a lot of references to like classic Green Lantern runs through that, so maybe that's why. And then the Joe and Simon story was really good, but it's mostly just plot development. And essentially, just one thing I want to say real quick, and then we'll jump into Batman, is every Green Lantern's apparently dead right now. Like, their rings aren't working. So they're all dead in space, except for one Lantern, which is Joe. And she's like the Far Sector Lantern. And she's like calling out, being like, does any Lantern hear me at all? Like, if you do, please respond. And she's doing that all day. And the last page shows that there is one Lantern that is alive, and it's Hal Jordan. Because he's Hal Jordan.
Oh.
And the reason
I-
Joe's ring is still working is because I guess in Far Sector, her ring was built differently than the others.
I have no idea. I haven't read it.
I didn't read it either, but she kind of explains like her ring was designed a little differently. That's why she's still alive. I can see Hal Jordan's still being around because he built his ring, like his current ring. So maybe that's why it didn't like evaporate like all the others. So I like that. Yeah, Harper.
I just realized I actually screenshotted the page that I couldn't fucking remember. Would you like me to read it?
Your mind's
dramatic
like,
reading.
oh, I better screenshot this so I remember it.
Let me present a dramatic reading.
Okay.
Hello, it's the. He says it's the cave all over again. It's always about being a prisoner. It's always about warlords. It's always about the cave. But this time, it's not off in some far off land in some far off war. It's here in Brooklyn, and the assessor is taking kids into his cave, taking what he wants from them. I deserve to be in that cave. I made tools to kill people as efficiently and cost effectively as possible. And then he just goes on about warlords and then how he's gonna, you know, fucking own this guy.
It's
Good
good.
stuff. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
that sounds good. That sounds good. I guess Batman. Tyler, did you read it?
I did read it.
Did you like it?
I did like it.
I thought this was one of the better.
Yeah, I like. I really like that
Batman.
Harley is like a focus of this.
Yeah, I used to hate Harley. Honestly, her being like a focus point over the Justice
But
League. Of all people.
I like that because the whole point of this run is like Joker War happened, and now Gotham is fed up with Batman. Like it was like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Mhm.
But it seems like they're using Harley to prove that like there is still good even in the bad people of Gotham. Like that
Yeah.
the Batman is a force for good and can redeem people. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
I like Harley being a hero.
It's interesting, and it's working. They're not making her a hero like they did 5 years ago, where it's like Harley Quinn's a hero now. They're actually developing her into a hero,
Yeah.
which works way better. And it seems like they're also setting up a Poison Ivy arc for maybe a few months from now.
Yeah.
But
probably
just in,
during that fierce
I really like her relationship with Ghostmaker too. How Ghostmaker's just like, yeah, you interest me, so I'm gonna help you out.
also the art is just I mean, we said it before, but
Yeah.
Jorge Jimenez is just ridiculously good.
Yeah, just the
Like, he's
detail
too good.
on everything.
I sent you guys a photo because it's something I found on eBay and I thought it was very funny. Someone made this and they're selling it. It's just a Lego dead fucking
Iron Man Tony Stark MK85 Endgame custom for Lego minifigure, and it's just
so funny.
dead
It's just
Iron
him
Man.
just fucking like, he's just half of him's fucking exploded. He's just like, and they're like, yeah, they're making it in Lego.
Look at the
form.
look on his face.
He's fucking dead. Anyway,
That's funny.
that was in my camera roll. Might get it.
Thanks, man. But yeah, I like how it seems like Ivy's ex-girlfriend is here. Was she a character before? She looks familiar,
No,
but I have
the
no
Miracle
idea who
Molly?
this is.
Is that
Yeah.
who it is? No, she's new.
I've had some. I've had
Oh,
some
the red
Miracle
suit,
Molly
red
before.
suit. I think she's new.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
shit
a lot of the
fucks you up.
characters are new.
Yeah, well, it's this Batman run has so many new
Disappointing.
characters.
That's very disappointing.
No, I heard it, Harper. I just chose to ignore it.
I heard it too.
Thank you. I just want it to be acknowledged.
Yeah,
I hope
I get-
JD's not here. Anyway, don't worry. Go
he's
on.
not. JD's missing. All right, I guess
No,
well,
I'm not-
that's the last
I
comment.
wasn't talking about this moment right now. Like, I hope JD's not here, and you guys are like, yeah, well, he's not. Currently not here.
That was the last comic. So just to wrap up the episode, if you've seen JD, message us. He actually has
Congratulations
a
to Ronald McDonald.
video. Yeah,
Congrats to
congrats to Ronald McDonald. You will be in contact with you probably pretty soon. Probably within the weekend, I imagine. I'll get JD to find it, assuming someone's put up a Venom poster outside their house.
We
and-
should do this
He's
show
arrived.
2 times a week, I think.
I mean, why not this show and then another one of our shows?
Well, because sometimes I forget how much I enjoy this. Because then we get to Friday, and I'm like, oh, there is a reason not to kill myself, and I really enjoy that. So I think we
Okay.
should do it more.
Well, let's do like Timmy Stalker. Let's do D&D already.
Well, we
Yeah.
can't because JD's fucked. He's gone.
missing.
We lost him.
Okay, everyone, go outside and just go.
Just go outside
Venom.
generally. Just fuck off. Go
And
outside.
he'll appear.
Yeah, see if JD appears after going. Venom. As many M's as you can after, and he might appear.
God.
If he
This
appears,
is my longest venom yet. Venom.
I think tomorrow I might post my story about see if I can do my longest Venom.
My longest venom. It's just like 6 story slides. Just
Everyone,
hey
let's
guys, my longest venom.
let's see who could do the longest Venom. That's the
What right now?
That's the challenge. Send him in.
Are we doing that right now?
that's how we'll
Send,
end
no,
the
I think they should
episode.
send him into a hero
Send him
story.
Sending your
Send
longest
us
Venom.
your longest venoms, please.
But we'll do
So
it now.
for an example, 3.
Wait,
two,
no,
one.
no. First, we will do the example. We'll end it like
Okay.
that, though. When the last
Yes.
person is like, that's when the episode will end. But if you're just joining us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment.
If you're just joining us, yeah, if you downloaded this is your first episode, and you skip to right now in the episode, and you're like, "What's going on?"
We're talking Venom, man.
Good for you.
New episodes out every Friday. Next week, hopefully, JD will be with us, and then maybe 3 weeks from now, Williamson. Maybe. We're gonna end this episode with a Venom
Special guest next week.
special guest next week. Should we say who?
I don't know.
Maybe
I
we'll
know,
keep
should
it
you?
a secret.
Maybe we'll give it a secret.
Oh, secret. Yeah.
Okay,
Secret.
secret.
Ooh.
It's not a writer or like
It's
an
it's
official
not.
artist, or people like Jeff Johns.
No, it's not Jeff Johns.
No, it's
They are
someone in
slightly
the.
less controversial than Jeff Johns.
It's someone in the Instagram comic community who's just joining us
Yeah.
to talk about because DC Pride comes out next week, so that's
Mhm.
kind of the main comic that we'll be talking about.
It's Eunice.
No, he was on the show.
Eunice
once,
is never
fun
coming
fact.
on this show again.
He's been on before. Fun fact.
He has, like 3 years ago.
All right, so we're gonna end by saying Venom, who could do the longest.
All right.
You want to count us down?
What?
You want to
Oh,
count,
count us down. All
yeah,
right.
and then the episode will end.
3, 2, 1.
Venom.
I could not laugh at that. That is the funniest fucking Tyler's face. Look at his face.